hello to you and to everyone.
Hello,
Hello, Coquito.
Danielira.
How are you?
I'm good.
You're good?
Yeah,
You're always ready?
100% ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, just setting up a little bit here, or
As
a lot of it.
in not ready?
Let me hold the microphone with the mouth. Um, all good. Perfect. Perfect.
Perfect. How are
Yes.
you?
How are you, Danielira?
I'm good. I was screaming a little bit. I'm sorry.
No,
Not
I heard
managing
you
my
fine.
vocals.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's that apology is for
I
the
was gonna
more
say the
sensitive.
subscriber, but I don't know if they subscribed.
They unsubscribed, yeah,
No,
immediately
that
after.
was the first day. I remember they
I
said.
think they are legally deaf now because of you. So I think that's a lawsuit that we have,
Yeah.
the letter that we haven't opened,
I'm
the
so sorry, everyone.
the subpoena that we haven't
Did you
opened.
like
I
the
think that
tone
was
of my
them.
voice? So
Yeah.
how are you?
Good,
How's
good, good,
the weekend
good.
starting for you?
Weekend was good.
Oh, how's the week starting for you after the weekend? I'm sorry, because I said the weekend starting for
How's the
you.
week starting? Good, good too. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do with this, and I think we can do something pretty cool. Oh, I was gonna ask you, do you mind standing up and um picking because I left the no. I mean, not just
And
standing up.
yeah,
Would you mind standing up? No.
yeah, I
So
was
would you
like,
mind
okay.
going for the I would go myself. Everyone
No,
knows that I would go
you're
myself, but
just
I'm just like,
trapped.
yes.
I have you chained, so.
Um the arm, could we show it
¿Qué es
if you
el
mind?
arm, mi amor?
So the arm is the painting that I did of the arm.
Oh, for sure, yeah. But could you stand up and bring the arm? I mean,
I mean, in any other household, I know that that would sound ridiculous, but for us, I think it's pretty obvious. Gracias, Daniel Ira. Thank you, Daniel Ira. So let me show this is a smaller painting that I did I tried to I thought that I was going to be able to do like a sort of like a step by step, a more um descriptive step by step. I really thought I could do it, but it's so hard when you're working to think about stopping and taking a photo or something. So I just kept on painting that day, and my plan was to honestly, yes, make it look like a study. So I was never going to paint like this part of the chest, for example, but but for sure I thought about painting the hand, and and I this was like a day for me, and I stopped here because I knew I wasn't going to be able to paint more, and and then when I saw it, I was like, that's actually pretty cool. That actually
it is.
speaks about the these little moments that are just uh, kind of like an underpainting done by this sort of hatching that I don't really hatch. I actually use like a flat brush. I actually use like one of these dudes. Maybe it's probably even this one. I don't know. They get they get busted with a couple of uses because they're very cheap. But this is done by doing just vertical kind of strokes like that
Mm-hmm.
with I thin it out with liquid. So all you see here that looks very wash like is just thinned down with liquid. And so I liked that we had this in the image, but we also had my original drawing where I overshot it, where I made that hand like bigger because I have a tendency just to make hands bigger because I want them to be like almost over expressive. Um, but then I realized it was throwing off my proportion. Like it wouldn't seem like that shoulder and that biceps, triceps behind there, and that forearm could actually manage the weight of such an oversized hand. And it was throwing my gesture away a little bit because if you can see that kind of red actually angled
Hmm.
more. I don't know. I guess I was trying to push more the angle of the hand. Um, so when I saw it, I was like, no, this is not right. And I just took like a darker color pencil to just find the the more faithful drawing, the more considerate drawing, based on the other proportions. And after that, I did like a layer of underpainting. After I managed to have like a drawing in the hand that would, play off nicely or nicer with the arm. I did this little layer of underpainting with umber, and then I started painting. I think I started painting with my shoulder, like the shoulder, then biceps. By the way, I'm saying my shoulder. That's not my shoulder. I don't think I've been like this ever since I was 15 or 16. That was my peak physique, and I don't think I ever was like that. So for the people, I don't know why people think that this, like, or they're interested in knowing if this is me. No, this is not me.
I think no one was asking, but
No, no,
if
no.
you just want
Like
to say,
some people asked. That's why
really?
I'm yes.
Well, maybe because you
So don't
paint
be so thirsty,
from
people.
from people around you, so
Yeah,
maybe
yeah,
they
yeah.
think you're just
No, no,
posing
no,
for it.
no, no.
Don't be so thirsty.
I don't think I would use myself as anatomical research.
Well, you could, of
I
course.
could, but I would use myself, just to know how to do like dough,
No, I mean
you know,
everything's anatomy. It's not like this is an
gingerbread
anatomical
people.
study and the other one's not.
Oh yeah, well, I think deep in the depths of the human body, this
Liet
dude's
was,
body and mine are the same,
yeah.
but in the depths. Like you
Liet
have to
was
go to the
saying,
core of the earth.
Liet
Like
was saying,
Jules
oh
Verne,
God.
journey to the center of the body.
Liet was saying, I
Liad?
thought the arm was Danny's.
Oh, yeah.
Looks
Oh,
more like,
Danny's ripped. Yeah,
yeah.
Danny.
I mean,
She's shredded. Yeah.
I just always cover my
Oh
super
yeah. And don't do that.
muscular, yeah.
You're gonna rip through another sweater.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
hate
No,
throwing
this
sweaters
one's
away.
oversized enough that
Okay.
it can
I mean, you
hide
never know. You
all of
just
my
like
muscles. It's very
I
complicated
know.
to hide my muscles.
I know.
They're so big,
I
but
at night I think I'm sleeping right next to you or a rock
the rock.
or a log.
The rock.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
A beaver dam.
Yeah. I get
I never know.
confused with them
Yeah.
usually. So,
Yeah, I'm
but
more of a
no, it's neat.
rounded pebble. A rounded pebble
And I'm a rock.
that floats. Yeah. So started with the shoulder, biceps, and then I went up because I thought I don't know if I have enough time to do the hand. So my plan was like, I think I can get through this, and then I'll just stop, and then tomorrow I'll fill in the shadow mass of the hand that was a lot warmer. That was the nicer part of that about the hand, that it was going to be locally a lot warmer than anything else in the arm. But then when I saw it like that, I was like, no, I actually really like this. I actually really,
Me
really
too.
like this. So I kept it because there's no, like, nothing was driving this kind of study or this painting. Um, Nothing else other than my, willingness to just, kind of move through this form. So I'm not trying to do a how to paint an arm or a hand. I'm just trying to kind of obey my interest, which I think is far more important than saying I painted a hand,
Mm-hmm.
because I've painted hundreds of hands, so I don't care about painting another hand. I much rather paint so that I can understand how I pay attention while painting.
Mm-hmm.
I guess maybe that makes sense, hopefully. Yeah, so I left it like that. But just so you guys know kind of like what the size is, but I actually really like it. It's
Yeah.
super irregular here. It's very rough. I guess I ripped off either the page, and I just sometimes I am a little bit of an animal when I do things, and maybe I ripped it off uh, without caring,
But it fits
but I kind
the
of like it. Yeah,
yeah,
I
it
kind
fits
of
the
like it.
painting very well.
Yeah. So yeah, so that's that one. I don't usually paint a lot like this. I guess I used to back, some years ago, and then I tried to like stop in places and really model and kind of render. You could take this to the nth degree, by the way. You could. I could keep doing this, in another layer. I don't oil out anymore, but I would just put like a very thin layer of liquid, and I would start like again rendering if I wanted like finer and finer and finer transitions. But I don't like losing my brushstrokes. I don't know if you've seen a lot of people that are trained um, classically in
Mm-hmm.
a contemporary way, but also this was the way artists used to be trained. You have to like paint, but then almost like um, make invisible your
Hmm.
decisions by
Like
having like a very soft,
feathering
yeah,
everything.
very soft brush, and just like very lightly just putting it, brushing it all over your image, like the section of the image that you're painting, so everything just kind of gets softer, very, very soft. And then next layer, you're supposed to slowly find form again. But I have such an aversion to that kind of softer, um, you know, uh, version of painting, which is totally fine, absolutely fine. Some people adore softness. I don't equate softness with lack of compromise, love, not compromise, lack of commitment. I don't. Softness is a choice, and the people that are very soft painters, wonderful. That suits their personality. It doesn't suit mine.
Hmm.
Not at all.
I think
Like,
I've never seen you paint like
no, no,
that.
no. I don't. I
Ever,
can't.
ever.
I feel super uncomfortable. Like I feel lost in a painting if everything is too soft. Like I'll have to find a way to mark things down
Mm-hmm.
in very abrupt ways because I'm genuinely uncomfortable. So um yeah, so I wasn't gonna let myself just make it soft. So this is more akin, let's see. So I'm gonna reference painters only in the sense that that is what I feel is that what they were doing so masterfully is much more akin to what I do, but in no ways, let me iterate, in no ways am I equating myself to them. So, having said that, again, in no ways I'm equating myself to them. So, this would be more in tune with what Menzel would do, or like Ernest Meissonier would do in their studies. Very, very, this is very Menzel. I mean, again, just for the people that, maybe just went
Joined,
live, just
yeah.
joined our live. I am in no way comparing myself to Menzel. It is just that I think that that's, the manner in which they would approach their studies is something that I'm greatly sensitive to. So this would be again more in the Menzel, Giovanni Boldini, Meissonier side of painting, which I adore. I just absolutely adore. So that's my painting way more than Bouguereau, let's say.
Hmm.
So yeah, so I liked it, and it's a Zorn palette. So again, got a lot from Zorn. You always get so much from those four colors. It's kind of crazy. Um, so yeah, I actually really really like it.
Me too.
So
And I love that. I mean, you didn't do the hand, which, as you were describing, cuidado con el cable,
oh, it's okay.
was gonna be the warmest part of it. Give it to
Yeah.
me, and I'll put it
No, we can put
where
it
it
here.
is.
Look.
Really?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
nobody's.
was like I didn't even me hice en el puesto
What?
to no estaba en el puesto
Yeah.
just to put it back
Settle
there.
in.
I wasn't settling just to go back to
Oh
put
no,
it.
don't worry. But you see
Um,
that. It's fine
no, but
there.
I was gonna say that I love that because of that decision,
Yeah.
the
The hand.
elbow, no, the
Yeah.
elbow just like shines.
Right. It's the
Ah,
accent. You're totally right. I thought about that when I was painting it. If I had done the warmest part of the painting, which would have been the hand up there, um, yeah, by comparison, you probably would have missed a little bit of what was happening in that elbow with the
for
warmness
sure.
in that elbow that's like surrounded by
Mm-hmm.
those like cooler, like violet grays and greener grays. It's very beautiful, like the sort of color harmonies, uh, and kind of complementary harmonies that you can get, that you can get in areas like that
Mm-hmm.
that go from a very neutral part to like something that's a little bit of an accent.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and I thought, well, the hand is like a very obvious place for
Yeah.
it to be an accent. I guess we associate that with hands, um, but it's kind of nice that it could be an elbow.
Yeah.
It's very very nice that it could be an elbow.
Yes.
I am thinking, where is that painting? Oh God. It's a nude that Delacroix did. It's a nude academy of a woman. Could you search for
Yeah.
it? Just put nude academy woman Delacroix. It's a standing woman, and she's very pinkish, rosy, and she's against like a gray background. She's almost like not quite profile, but she's like staring to the side. No, a painting.
No, yeah, I'm just
Okay.
I mean,
So images, maybe? And I can. Um,
this is
no,
a
no, no.
male.
No, it's a it's a painting of a woman. That's what I'm trying to say.
So
Those are Delacroix. I forget. Oh, that one, that one.
this one.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want me to show it?
Yeah, sure, sure.
So should I put it on
It's a
the
bad.
screen?
Could you
or-
see? Could you
yeah,
see if
this
there's
is a
more
terrible.
better reproductions of
So I
that?
think it's called Sitting Act, Mademoiselle
Mademoiselle
Rose.
Rose.
Rose. No, Rose.
Rose. Rose.
Rose. I don't know how to. Yeah.
I don't know if that's
Well, according to this. So let me just check. 'Cause maybe it's not. Yeah, it's this one.
okay.
So it's Mademoiselle
Rose. Rose.
Rose.
Is that a better photo? Yeah, that looks better, right?
Yeah. And it has what?
No, that's
It
the
has
other image.
two
It has two because
versions.
it's wiki, right? No, that
No,
one.
this is. Oh, yeah, wiki art.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So let me just share the link because I don't know if you can download this image.
Why not?
Because
Did
when
it
you.
open? Right click.
Oh, save us, yeah.
Is it PNG
No,
or?
web page.
Oh, okay. This
So-
what that web page stuff is just so ridiculous. You can actually. I'll teach you one day. It takes like 2 seconds.
I just did like print screen.
Oh no, that's like having a screen capture.
Yeah.
But I'll teach you how to get into like the code super quickly,
Okay.
so you can download. Usually, I mean, it works like I'm gonna say not all the time. Sometimes they protect their images quite annoyingly, but it works about 85% of the time.
Okay, so I'm just gonna share the link.
Okay, there
'cause
we
I think
go.
it's easier in this case.
Yeah. So that painting, where is that painting? Could you remind me? Because I
Let
was
me
thinking it was at the
see.
Louvre or at the Met.
The
Louvre.
Louvre.
Okay.
No,
yeah.
how do you say it?
Louvre.
Louvre.
There we go. Perfect.
Yeah. I always go by
Louvre.
Louvre. No, Louvre.
Ah.
Louvre. No.
Louvre.
I said Louvre, but
Uh-huh.
I know it's Louvre with like a. So I wanted to know how it is to do the.
Good. Terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that painting, I mean, this was a whole trip, but that painting has the most gorgeous accent
Yeah.
on the elbow.
Yeah.
Just gorgeous.
Yeah, and as
And
you
it's
were
sad
saying.
because that reproduction is not great.
No, but
I
you
remember,
can see it. I mean, because you can see like the red cheeks.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But then you go to the.
It's so
elbow.
beautiful.
It's like
That
you
that
jump
whole painting
from-
is all like cooler, kind of purplish lights. And then you get like those kind of natural accents in a fair skinned body, where you would find warmness in like the cheek, the nose, the neck, the elbow, the wrist, the hands, the knees, the
Go ahead.
knees and
Name more,
toes,
yeah.
knees and toes. Yeah. No, I'm thinking ankles. I was
Mhm.
missing ankles and toes.
Mm-hmm.
So you get those accents in like a fair skinned body of just kind of like this natural warmness that comes from having like the blood vessels like super close to the surface, or just like an accumulation of vessels. That's what happens like in your fingertips and stuff. But I remember copying that I brought with me like a ton of little sketchbooks when I went to. It wasn't my first time at the Louvre, but it was the time where I just traveled, kind of like backpacked through Europe. And I remember the place that I stayed the most was in Paris. I think I started in Paris like 15 days for 2 weeks. And I did my whole trip all over. Well, not all over, but, all throughout many countries in Europe. And then I ended in Paris again for like, I think another 2 weeks.
Super
So
cool trip.
yeah, it was amazing. Um, and like I've told you, it was like literally every single dime, like well, it was almost every single dime that I made in a show,
Yeah.
in my first show. Well, not my
And
first
I
show. It
guess
was
it
like
was
my
1,000% worth it.
it
Because
changed my
I've
life
yeah, and I've heard how you reference that trip
all
a
the
lot
time,
in like your
all the time.
artistic career
It was
and
like
how
a
it
before
changed,
and after.
and not only in your artistic career but as in you.
My life, yeah.
Yeah, a
Yeah,
hundred
yeah, yeah,
percent.
because it was me alone just traveling looking for artwork.
Mhm.
It was amazing all throughout Europe. So it was really incredible. But I remember I had my sketchbook and I drew that. I copied that painting. I mean, I sketched it, study it. But I remember noting, you know, in the drawing. I don't have that sketchbook anymore. I think I threw all those sketchbooks away. But I remember writing about the accent on the elbow. That's why when you said it, my brain just remembered
No, and it's
that
a very
particular
good
painting.
reference because what you're saying is right. It's not usually where you go to
Yeah.
because you always have that accent in the elbow, but you
Yeah.
also have in the hand. And
Yeah.
as you were saying, we are like usually drawn to the hand,
Yeah.
so it kind of like creates a shadow in the elbow. So you like it's there, but you just don't concentrate
Yeah.
in it. And
Yeah.
that's something I really loved of your painting and of this one.
Thank
It
you.
was a
Thank
great.
you, Danny Lyra.
You're
Um
welcome. So I'm
so
gonna share our link
oh
to
please, yeah.
the painting. So if someone wants to see the photo, and also if someone would like that painting, it's available at our website.
Oh,
So
I thought you were still talking about the
no, I
Delacroix
already
painting.
put the
I thought you
de
were
la
going to say
Delacroix,
the Delacroix prints are available at whatever
not
web
our
page that was.
paintedlives.com. Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, let's see. So, I thought it'd be cool now that we talked about French painting.
Mhm.
Uh, Even though Delacroix was a little bit earlier than the painter that we're going to reference, I thought, you know what? If there's one thing I love and one thing that helped me um, in my pursuit of understanding how I could sensibly connect with color. So it's not just about learning about color. It is not just learning color theory and almost like thinking that you're going to tick that box and that because you learned color theory, now you can paint with like all these like different hues. And usually people think that when you take a color course, you're going to paint with high saturation constantly, or you're just going to be able to paint with like super rich colors, which is fine, but it's always a choice. Always a choice. Every single thing in art is a choice. And it's more that is more true now than ever before because we have access to so many
Mhm.
amazing like options in the execution of an image that we have to be conscious that these things are choices. So in my process of trying to understand color, it was very, very important for me to realize that I wasn't one of those people that wanted to paint, with like these crazy saturated colors. Like for me, that this is saturated. I'm pointing at my
Mhm.
palette right now.
Yeah, yeah,
This
yeah.
is very saturated. That's very saturated. These are like Jesus Christ. This is, you know, I don't know, like a little bit of Hades for me is it would be a circle of hell would be in those blues right there. But I've known that forever, forever. I've always tried to push myself as a painter just to experience, what it means to paint within those ranges. But I do it more out of like curiosity and just hoping to understand a little bit more about painting, rather than obeying what I sensibly am. Because I already know what I am. I don't think that's ever going to change. I don't think this is a thing that you go like, well, give it time. Maybe in 20 years you're going to be painting with like fluorescent oranges. I guess I could, but I don't think that even I don't think time will be able to change something that's at the core of my personality. Like there are things about us, or at least this is what I know about myself, that there are things that I'm sure are going to be mutable, But in the same way, I recognize that some of my um, some aspects of my personality can grow and change through time. I also believe that there are things that make me me that are just going to remain constant throughout my life. It's like saying, who do you think the greatest painter is? I think my answer is and has always been and forever will be Rembrandt. I don't think it'll ever change. I don't understand why it would ever change ever. So for me, painting, understanding color became like a very small thing. Instead of being like super large and having like all these tendrils that kind of spread out into like these different hues and saturations. Newer colors that are way more saturated than anything that we had ever used as a species. Um, Instead of doing that, I feel I kind of I don't know, I cocoon into myself and say, I'm actually fine here, but I'm not fine just to protect myself from the radiance of those like gaudy, saturated colors. No, it's just that I protect myself because I want to protect what I kind of know to be true about myself, which is that I just don't care about those things. So what I do care about is like, for example, what we're going to do today is how you can kind of begin to learn about a single sort of family of very close hues, which that's what we call like analogous colors, just hues that are very close to each other. So we're going to let's pick a hue today. We're going to pick yellow, but we're not going to pick yellow in this definition of yellow, which is like a Windsor yellow or like a bismuth yellow that's behind here, or this is probably like I don't even remember what that was. Anyways, this looks more like a cad yellow light, let's say. Uh, we're not going to, think of anything like that. We're going to think of yellow earths. So I think we've done paintings like that, some paintings like that. I can't remember many of them. I remember when I painted Dubuffet, which is a very postery, kind of like a graphic. It was like a sea of ochre, and then I kind of painted some features in, and I really like it. I really kind of like that painting. But what we're gonna do today is very close colors in terms of their closeness in hue, but also their closeness in their earthiness. The most saturated color that we're going to use is going to be this transparent yellow oxide lake.
Ooh.
Oxide yellow lake. It's
You
the same thing. Yeah,
you took that out from the
out from the bowels
infamous
of the
box
devil.
of
Yeah,
Nicholas
yeah, yeah. This is
paintings.
a
Yeah.
very nice Old Holland color.
Very I thought you were gonna say this is a very old
Yeah,
Holland.
it's quite. Oh, actually, you know when I got this color in that trip?
Oh really?
Yes,
I mean
a lot
full
of these,
circle.
a lot of these
So
Old Holland colors. I bought like 20 transparent Old Holland Earths. One time in Paris. This was actually when I had gone back and finished my trip because I was, carrying like a shitload of books, and I was like, I'm not going to carry anything else, but I hadn't bought painting materials. And there was a store, I remember it's a store near the Pantheon. It's a painting store near the Pantheon. And I went there and I just fell in love with these colors that I don't think I had ever considered. And I bought a ton of them. Italian brown pink. I remember I bought two. Yeah, there's some stupid weird ass colors.
great that
Uh,
you didn't have at that time
m-
problems with the luggage weight
oh,
because
I
you got
paid.
well,
I
but
paid
I
excess
think it's
baggage.
not as it is today
I paid a
because
lot of money.
you had books
Yeah,
and paints.
yes. But I
They
paid
could say nowadays, no, you can't
I
travel with.
yeah, but if I remember correctly, and I don't think I'm misremembering this, I paid something like 400 bucks. Yeah.
Oof,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
at that time.
At that time, cuz I was traveling in excess luggage with like 65 kilos of books, 65, 75, something like that. Yeah. And mind you, I was carrying all this throughout Europe. Not all the time
Yeah, but
because
you were
but I was
carrying
carrying
more and more every
more and more
single
and more because
destination, like every new destination. It was
my mind was like, if I don't buy it now, when am I going to buy it?
never, yeah.
So I had like a duffel bag, like an enormous black duffel bag, and some in my bag and some in this duffel bag that I would just carry like if it was a dead person all over Europe. It was ridiculous. That every single time I was traveling from one country to the other, it was like, this is going to be the worst day of my life. Every single time. Every time. It
Yeah.
was horrible, but everything was worth it.
Yeah, because books are the most
Books are
like
beautiful.
heavy
Yeah.
thing that you
And
can
now I probably
carry.
have like
Two of those.
two of the
Yeah.
ones that I
Yeah, yeah,
got
yeah.
that I carried,
But to
but
be
I
honest, it's
love
not
those
like
two.
you did not take advantage of all the books you
Oh,
had.
every single
Think
one of
you,
those books
how do you say,
made
te los gozaste?
you go
You,
Sage.
no, you,
No, I cherished them,
yeah,
enjoyed them.
you enjoyed them
Yeah,
a
no,
lot.
every single
So
one of those books made me who I am. So it was important. Anyways, you should get to painting. This
we
is
haven't even say hi.
this is the accent that I'm going to use, the saturation accent that I'm going to use in my paint. I don't even have like, so don't pay attention to like the grossness of how we are setting up this palette. So we're going to use titanium white, yellow ochre, that transparent yellow oxide yellow lake, whatever it is. And we're going to also use some of this raw sienna.
Yeah, that order.
Yeah, it doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters anymore.
Mírate el dedo, ya
And
tentaste.
yeah. And where's my raw umber? And raw umber,
Mm-hmm.
which I had put here. So let's put it there.
You know, I was thinking there was a painting you did. I think it was a week called Earths.
Yeah, and I did the
And
same
you
thing.
did no. You did a painting of me,
What a
if
hack.
I'm not wrong,
Yeah.
with a like a towel in my head. Wasn't it with earth colors? Like
Wasn't it a little more? Did I use red earth? Maybe red ochre
I
in
don't
that
know.
one.
I mean,
I like that painting.
remembering. So
Is that the one? No, that's
look,
fair.
3
Which one?
earth browns and ivory black.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh no, it was a week called Grays. Oh, this one's the one you're talking about. Pushing yellow, the one of Fer with a hand like
No,
here.
no, no, no.
No?
So this is gonna look a little. I mean, it's maybe kind of like Ferris.
No,
Yeah.
no, no. But this is the one that I was
Yeah,
talking
no, no.
about.
That
But
that looks a little more monochromatic
yeah,
than
and it
what we're
has.
going for.
I mean, it's gray,
More
so it makes
grisaille
it.
than
Yeah,
what we're
yeah, yeah.
going for here.
I
You'll
don't know
see.
why in my head I was thinking it was more earthy, but it's more gray.
Yeah.
But it's a very good painting
Let
too.
me see. Let me see if we can kind of get this going. You know what's the bad thing?
What
I
is
tried
it?
to do like I tried to do there's like a misproportion that I like,
Mm-hmm.
which is just making eyes a little bit bigger. But making eyes a little bit bigger and keeping the rest of the features the same is very difficult because it throws off like the shape. I mean, it throws off like the structure, the
Yeah.
underlying structure of the head. But I've always kind of liked, you know, um, contemplating this. I'm just gluing my phone right next to the painting.
Gluing.
I've just always liked, yeah, needed eraser gluing.
Yeah.
I've just always liked contemplating that. But the bad thing is then, I could have my outer structure be coherent to the body, but I tend to make my features slightly bigger and then the bigger ones being the eyes. You know who this is 100% after? Freud. Like,
Yeah.
and early Freud, oh my God, that
Yeah.
was like 1,000% Freud. Sometimes he would just exaggerate the eyes over the other features. I like doing these bigger, for the sort of outer contour of the portrait.
Mm-hmm.
But it does throw things off. For example, the hand looks okay for the structure of the head, but it's like slightly smaller. But I don't know if these two are a good. They relate well. So I'm kind of annoyed by that. So I'm going to try to do the easier thing, which is keep the features because I think they look weird, but I kind of like
No, I
them.
like them a lot.
Yeah, and just make the hand slightly bigger.
Mm-hmm.
So just make that slightly bigger. So, but we're going to have to push the hair maybe a little bit, which I'm not going to like to push a lot of this form more towards the left, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, but we're going to try to make that a little bit bigger. So we have to still manage some drawing alterations here, just so that it works a little bit better. Anyways,
Anyway, so let's say hi.
yeah. Well, so what's the plan? Just so that I describe what I'm going to try to do for everyone, so that to see if to see how well we do in the end. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish the painting today, but if we get to the to a very coherent painting in terms of tone and in terms of like, you know, harmonies of nice kind of analogous colors, like imagine this. This is quite like a beautiful, healthy, you know, palette. So titanium white, yellow ochre. Let's go down to the from yellow ochre to the raw sienna because they're closer in value, and they're closer in their earthiness. And this is a transparent color. And it's very, very rich, that oxide yellow lake thing. And then our raw umber. So it's almost like you can't do stupid painting with this. You can't really ruin it. It's every single color is just inviting the next. So it's very, very hard to ruin that painting. So that's going to be my plan. I'm going to try also to shorten a little bit the value range. We'll see about that. We'll see. That's kind of my plan, just to make it a little more atmospheric. I have to make this darker, by the way. Yeah, this was just like a toning of that kind of ground, but it's not even a ground. It's just a paper. But that has to be darker. And as soon as that becomes a little darker, maybe a little bit grayer, then this is going to be our focal point, like beautifully. So let's get to that. So that's the plan
So
for now. We'll see.
Andres Hernandez
Yes.
was saying, I love you, Nicolas.
Okay. Thank you.
Marcelo Peralta
Yeah.
was saying, hi, Chili and chat. Hi, Danny and Nico. Hi, Marcelo.
Marcelo.
Before we started
Yeah.
the live stream, I was talking Portuguese a little bit.
Yeah, you were doing something Portuguese.
Trying my best. Catherine Poremski was saying, hello, my little tiny baby daughter is graduating from high school today, so I can't stay, but I will watch later. Cheers.
No way. Congratulations.
Oh, congratulations, Catherine.
Yes.
Very important day.
Yeah.
Congratulations to you and to your little tiny baby daughter.
Yeah, I can see how difficult it is for you to let go, Catherine. Because after high school, college. So that's
it's gonna be
little tiny baby daughter.
In some years, it's gonna be the little tiny baby daughter graduating.
Little tiny baby doctor.
From yeah. Michael McEwen was saying hi, Danny and Nicolas. Hey, Michael. Marcelo was saying, nice, Catherine. Congratulations to her. You must be very proud today. Cody Winnicky was saying, hey, guys. How's it going?
Cody.
Hey, Cody. How are you? CCVINKS. CC Vinks, maybe.
Okay.
Was saying, hi, guys.
Sure.
Thanks for sharing. Oh, thank you. Thank you for being here. Catherine was saying, thank you, Marcelo. These paintings you've been doing of Fer remind me of the paintings and drawings I've done of my kids as they grow up. It goes so fast.
Yes.
Poor Catherine. Because I feel that these dates are like a reminder of time passing.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have kids, but I've seen it in little cousins or people around me that you just like get to that time when you think, are they like really graduating? Or are they like really turning 15 or something like that? So Catherine's it's an emotional day today.
You're making her cry, I'm sure.
Sofía Centurión
La
dice,
Sofi.
hola chicos, ¿cómo están? Hola
Alcachofa.
Sofi. Todo muy bien. ¿Cómo está Sofi? Liad was saying hello. Hey, Liat. How are you? How are you feeling? Are you feeling better? Nesrin Amin was saying hi all, and they were talking about your painting of the arm.
Yes.
They're saying the arm is spectacular in every way. The skin looks almost transparent.
Thank you. Very kind of you.
Cody Winnicke was saying, I love the overshot original drawing part. I think it speaks about the journey of doing a painting a little bit.
Yes, 100%.
Jatuki was saying, hi, Nicolas and Danny.
Yutaki.
Hey, Jatuki. Briley Moreno was saying, hey,
Briley.
guys, painting alongside today.
Dude, nice.
Working on paintings for my first show next month.
No
Very
way.
excited. Oh, that's so cool, Briley.
That's very cool. How many dogs are there going to be? How many dog paintings are we going to have in the show, Briley?
The answer is yes. Margo Delgado dice,
You know, for
hola.
future commissions. So.
Margo Delgado dice, hola.
Mm.
Hola, Margo, ¿qué tal?
Margo, buena tarde.
Rosalind was saying, hello, Nick, Danny, Chile, and friends. Hey, Rosalind. Are you in the United States? The States?
United States of America?
As you staters say?
Staters, yeah. That's what nobody calls North American people.
Gaby Pérez dice, Oli, ¿cómo van? Hola, Gaby, ¿qué tal?
Gabriela encontró a la paloma.
Pero no era de Gaby.
Pero pues...
Pero la encontraron.
Es una paloma.
Jeff Akoff was saying, hiya, Nico, Danny, and Chilita. ¿Cómo están todos?
Chilita.
We're good. Where's Jacob? Jeff.
Oof.
Jeff Akoff today. Where are you writing us from? What part in the world, Jeff? Isabel Olmedo was saying, hi, ¿cómo están todos? Hola, Isabel.
Hola, Isabel.
Todo muy bien.
I'd love if one day Jeff was writing from like a jail somewhere.
I don't know if he could write from.
Or he uses like his only phone call to call us.
Could you imagine that Jeff has never traveled?
Oh, it's all a lie?
Yeah, he's just in his room.
I mean, maybe.
Like, I'm in Thailand today.
Yeah. He did have some some information about Colombia, so but all that stuff is Google.
Now we have the internet.
Googleable. So. Yeah. And we are gullible, so maybe.
Cacaíto Pelón.
Pelón Cacara.
Dice, hello, ¿cómo anda Nico y Chili? Feliz inicio de semana.
Feliz inicio.
Feliz Inés.
No. La vida es una chiva.
¿Cómo está Cacaíto? ¿Cómo está Cacaíto? ¿Cómo estás, mi Cacaíto? Nosotros muy bien. Chilinga dormida. Profunda. ¿Y Coco, tú cómo estás? ¿Bien?
Sí, señora, bien, gracias.
Todo muy
amable.
bien.
Todo bien, gracias.
¿Cómo va el trabajo, Cacaíto? ¿Tú cuando te pones así serio?
¿Cómo es serio?
Todo bien, gracias. Sí, señora, gracias.
Es que tú asocias serio con mi respetuoso. Así me criaron, discúlpame.
¿Con irrespetuoso dijiste?
Mi respetuoso.
Ah. Liat was saying, so Nicolas is saying that Menzel doesn't compare to him. And a laughing emoji.
Yeah, in a way. Yeah.
Well, the other way around and del mismo modo en el sentido.
Del mismo modo en el sentido contrario. Hombre con hombre.
Menzel con Menzel. Ay, mi amor, Menzel con Menzel no tenía.
Mensa con menso.
Jeff Akoff was saying, Rosalind, your 31 from May were fabulous.
Yeah.
So and Rosalind Sita was saying, oh, thanks, Jeff. I love your paintings. Yay for plein air.
So good. The Neighbor's Party, I think, was my... was it Neighbor's Party? Rosalind Sita? That, to me, was like crazy.
The champion of it.
Yeah, it was just... And then when I saw the painting, I freaking loved it. But then when she showed the little video of what she was looking at, this little bit of light kind of filtering through, I guess was like, what do you call that? I don't even know if it was like a gate or fence or balcony, something. I don't know what it was, but I freaking loved that one. I really, really loved that one.
Rajira Tipavajala
Oh, Rajita.
is saying, for some reason,
What
my
happens?
4-year-old is obsessed with his elbows. So I really appreciate this.
You
Talking
know
about your
what? That
painting.
is genius. That is magical. I
Jeff,
would love that if you were like if people were worried about that and they talked to like a psychologist and like no every kid goes through their elbow phase. Your kid is not weird. Don't worry. Every single kid goes through that phase.
Jeff Akoff was saying there's a lot of growling and purring going on today's pronunciation. LOL.
Yeah, yeah, always.
Boris was saying thank you both for sharing paintings, drawings, also your ideas. Oh, thank you, Boris, and welcome here. Vadim Artamonov, I'm sorry,
Okay.
was saying, estaba diciendo, hola
Mm.
amigos, ¿qué tal? O sea, Vadim Artamonov Chapenster, dice.
¿Y de dónde es? ¿O sabrá español
¿De
de
dónde
pronto?
es Vadim? Brendan Kendrick was saying, Nicolas, have you by
Brendan.
chance seen, quote,
Spider-Verse? Yes, amazing.
the artist's mother, the
Okay.
count, ¿cómo se dice? La condesa. Comtesse Adele
Mhm.
de Toulouse-Lautrec at breakfast
Okay.
by Henri de Toulouse-Lautrec. It's evoking similar sensibilities to your work, I think.
Oh.
I think I know that. So I'm gonna try
Let me
to.
see.
So I'm gonna try to describe it.
Adele de Toulouse.
Isn't it the one where you can see like the table? It's like a person with the maybe the head's a little to the side, and in the background, like a light source,
Jeez,
maybe.
I don't know by title. Show me the painting.
So
the
maybe I was
painting
like super off.
no, but show me the painting because I 100% adore Toulouse-Lautrec.
No, but I know that painting. I don't know the title, but I know it was the painting I'm describing was of the mother having breakfast.
So it's probably that, and it's the title
So-
is Mother Having Breakfast.
The artist. Oh yeah, so it is.
Okay. I love that painting.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Well,
Yeah, I mean that is just beyond anything I could ever do. But
oh, I don't
the
know why
hands
in
are
my head,
tremendous.
I love when you try to describe a painting without seeing it.
Yeah.
Because in my head,
What was your memory of it?
no, I just said that the head was leaning to a side a little bit.
Yeah, it's turned but not tipping.
But I thought,
It was
like in
tipping?
my brain,
Yeah.
remember that maybe I did like a little note in my brain
Yeah.
of the gesture of the head.
Yeah.
So I exaggerated in my brain. So I thought it was more to the
Sure.
side. So
Yeah, no, that painting is tremendous.
Beautiful,
The
yeah.
hands in that painting?
Beautiful.
Oh my lord. And it's very Lautrec, which means that the painting is super thin.
well, look
Very,
at
very
this.
thin.
I
Yeah,
mean, it's
he could draw.
nothing.
I mean, we're talking about one of the greatest draftspeople in history. He is just, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. There's a painting that I have in the my desktop. Could you
Mhm.
open my desktop? It's such a contemporary, like figurative painting of Lautrec, and it's not him just being weird.
Espérate.
It's the folder, the little yellow folder, because I know you don't do Windows. Down there, yeah.
You said my desktop.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is the desktop.
So yeah, but you can see if you go to the file
But
manager.
I can see it here.
Yeah, no, but you won't be able to see it. It's easier there. And then on the left, just go to desktop.
I know that. I was just going to the desktop. You said go to my desktop.
Okay, so I thought you were gonna go that way. So that one.
This one?
Yeah, there's two versions. You can pick whoever
There's
whichever
like
you
a.
want.
You can't open it like
No,
this.
not
here.
don't spacebar the. It's so
Yeah.
fucking good.
Yeah, beautiful.
Jesus Christ, it's good.
Do you want me to share
Yes,
it?
I do. I've kept it because I think I had seen it before, but oh my lord, is it good? Ugh. Oh, now I'm hating that. Now we're gonna have a Toulouse-Lautrec right next to my painting while I'm painting it. It's terrible. But no, we are going for another French painter. Did I say the French painter's name? Because I think I was I was revving up to saying like who our bigger influence is for today's painting. And I think I started speaking about my color sort of sensibility and I never got to the actual painter.
I don't remember you saying
Right.
the name. So.
So it's going to be Eugene
Carrière.
Carrière. So more of that purring.
Carrière. So here's the painting you were saying of
Yeah. Oh, good Lord. Look at that.
Toulouse-Lautrec.
And
Eugene
Eugene Carrière.
So
Cappuccino maker.
let's see. ¿Por qué eres tan bobo?
An
You have
idiot.
I love your sense of humor.
My idiocy.
It's dumb and I love it.
There we go. You're
Leah.
stupid and I love it. Stupid man.
Leah was saying.
Stupid man.
Nicolas.
Not Leah. Yes, Leah.
Nicolas, don't put yourself in a box. Be open to the possibility that you could grow and change fundamentally. ¿De qué era? What was
No, about my sensibility. No, I don't know. Again, I don't know.
But
I
you
think
know,
there
I
are
wouldn't
things...
describe it as growth because I think it's
Yeah.
like a choice, maybe.
Yeah, I don't, Leah. I would say that I don't think I'd be growing any like in any direction if at some point I said, you know what, Rembrandt is not the greatest painter ever. Like that would just, I don't know. Like I don't know. I think I can be a better version of what I am right now, hopefully through the passing of time. But I don't think there's things that I have discovered about myself that I need to change. I think there's smaller things that I would love to adjust and that I would, in the pursuit of trying to be a better human being, for sure, I'm willing to adjust those. But I don't see anything wrong with like feeling, wow, I'm not saying like this is not peaking or anything. This is just finding something. And it's I think I'm okay with saying, I think I found something. So I think I found like a lifelong partner here. And I think it's kind of nice. I actually think it's kind of nice.
And Liad was saying, Danny, did you see the OBS plugin I sent you? Yes, we did. And we were talking about it a little time ago.
Today, yeah.
Today. Yeah, I don't know why I always phrase everything so weird. But we do use that one.
Yeah, that's the one we've been using for
maybe 2 years.
Something, yeah, something like that. Leah.
Maybe, yeah.
That's the one we use. You should see what our camera, what the native setup looks like.
I could put it right now.
Is that
I just
like a click
unclick,
away?
yeah.
Are you sure? You don't
100%.
So Leah, look at and everyone else. Yeah. Look what our camera actually sees, before we put it through the filter.
Are you ready, everyone, for the distortion
this
party?
Is not super weird, but
so
that's how our camera is set up.
And that's what you're seeing.
And that's
right
what
now,
everyone's seeing.
And you can't even see it, like the whole of it, because I cut.
Oh, right. Yeah, it's cropped actually. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So we've been working with that for quite some time now. But thank you so much for sending it to us.
Let's see. Rebeca Caridad. Tú decías Rebe Caridad.
Rebe Caridad, sí.
Dice, was saying, hello, Danny and Nicolas, painting along with you today.
Awesome.
A little gouache piece of my daughter.
Nice.
We finalized her adoption on Friday.
Oh, no
that's
way.
beautiful.
Congratulations.
Congratulations,
so nice.
Rebecca.
That is so nice.
And please, if you want to, you could share the gouache piece when it's finished. It would be very great to see it.
That's beautiful, but congratulations.
Yes, congratulations. Liad was saying, much better, thank you for asking. So they're doing way better after the surgery, which is amazing.
Are they doing much better? Thank you for asking.
Yes.
Great. Thank you for
passing
that
you because you
information.
can't listen to me.
No.
So I have to read the message out loud. and then tell it to you.
Yeah, thank
'Cause,
you.
let's see. Mm, Gaby dice, no, no la han encontrado,
Ay,
carita
Dios
triste.
mío.
Pobre Chuchu, no me imagino la angustia de los papás. Sí, no, terrible. Ojalá aparezca pronto. ¿Y Gaby cómo ha estado? ¿Cómo van los preparativos bodarios?
Mm-mm.
¿Cómo va toda la preparación de todo, Gaby? ¿Ya
Chu-
listos, no listos?
¿Chuchu era el nombre de la paloma
Sí,
o...?
sí, sí, de la
Ah, ya,
paloma.
ya. No sé, no sabía si era como un término para decir paloma.
Sean Farley was saying howdy,
Sean.
howdy from chilly gray Los Angeles, Nico and Danny.
What? Why is it chilly and gray? What's going on? Apocalypse?
You're doing
Is it,
chilly and gray, and we're doing great chilly.
is it snowing again?
Thank you.
What's going on?
Briley was saying, ha ha ha, no dogs this time.
What?
All people and ideas that I've wanted to paint for a while.
That's awesome.
Honestly, nervous
No.
that one of my ideas might be borrowing too much from Ruprecht. I don't know. I was gonna go with
Yeah, what were you-
Ruprecht
Ruprecht?
because we've doing
Ruprecht.
Lautrec.
Ruprecht
Yeah,
von
Carrion.
Kaufmann.
Ruprecht. No, I went Colombian.
Ruprecht.
Ruprecht. No,
Oh,
what?
Ruprecht.
Ruprecht.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think he was a friend of ours right before that. And now he just hates us.
Well,
Thank you for that, Danny.
Carla Anglada is saying, hi, Danny, Nicolas, and Sweet Chili.
Oh, and by the way,
By the way,
Briley, don't...
Ruprecht,
Yeah.
I was trying my best, and I honestly love your work. It's
Yeah.
just that I have a
right.
terrible pronunciation.
Yeah, blame it on that. But Briley,
every
no,
single
don't
language,
worry
so.
about that. Like, you know, that's that's just what happens when we have, great painters in our brain, and it's okay. It's totally fine.
And Briley was saying, I'm painting a figure where the head is just a colored outline, almost looking transparent.
Nice.
Sophie dice, me alegro chicos, muy bien, trabajando mucho. Hoy al fin lancé una página web con mi trabajo,
So,
así que estoy contenta porque sí fue bastante tardada de hacer. Por cierto, le mandé un mensaje a Nico.
sí, al Cachofi, pues que la Chofi muy amablemente nos dijo que si en algún momento, o sea, lo que pasa, Sofía, es que nosotros no es que tengamos un plan ya listo para ir a Argentina, no. Incluso nos burlábamos un poco con la
A
Camila.
Mendoza en...
Sí, pero todavía, o sea, para nosotros, para hacer como cuadrar viajes, lo tenemos que hacer como con tiempo de anticipación para cuadrar horarios.
Sí, no, y no es como un
Entonces,
plan, no es como que digamos nos faltan fechas, pero vamos a ir, no.
no,
Por ahora no es...
No, y yo sí quiero, o sea, yo sí quisiera visitar a Fernando, la verdad.
¿Cómo así? Yo creo que a mí
Sí.
me da un infarto entrar al taller o ver unas
Sí,
piezas.
entonces sí, esa parte estoy seguro que si depende del horario de Fernando y de tratar de encontrar como un espacio en común, pues lo vamos a hacer, seguramente. Pero, Sofi, ese por ahora está como en planes, incluso yo diría, Sofi, planes próximo año, la verdad. Yo sé que eso suena como, no, pero ¿qué es esto? Pero sí, yo creo que eso se demoraría un tiempito.
Y felicitaciones por la página, Sophie,
Sí.
por la nueva página. Jeff Akoff was saying, estaba diciendo, aquí estoy en casa en Holanda, pero
Ujú.
ayer regresé de Sicilia.
La mafia.
Rosalín sabe la verdad porque ha visto las pinturas. ¿Y cuándo?
Ujú.
¿Y cuándo? ¿Y dónde está el siguiente mensaje? Dice, y cuando, hopefully, I never land in jail, but when I do, you guys better answer the phone. Oh, I
Oh.
hope you don't waste your call.
What?
With
I'll
us.
I'm an airplane away anywhere on Earth where he is.
We're gonna be there just
Yeah.
to say hi because we can't pay the bond.
Oh,
So it's like,
that's
we're here.
but that's in charge of him.
Well, but
Bond. Pay the bond.
in Bond, dijiste?
Pay the bond. Like in
Okay.
a James Bond way. It was actually
But it's
kind of
Jeff.
funny.
It's not Jeff Bond.
It was
Not
fun. It was funny.
in your brain, I
It was
guess.
actually pretty good, I feel.
In your brain. Mm, Cacaíto dice también bien, todo bien, trabajando juiciosa, acá escuchándolos un ratito mientras reviso cosas. ¿Y qué tal el clima por allá, Cacaíto? Por acá es chistoso.
Bueno, pero tampoco, ¿no? Yo sé que Bogotá es muy distinto, pero no empecemos ahora pensando que cada 2 cuadras hay un piso térmico. O
Pues
sea,
parece. Incluso yo vi un video hace unos días que me dio mucha risa, que era como todos los climas de Bogotá en un día. Y entonces empiezan a mostrar soleado, luego con lluvia, luego granizo, luego sale como un Godzilla gigante en la mitad del centro. O sea, es como todo puede pasar y todo pasa en el mismo día. Era más chistoso viéndolo que
ajá, no, la
contando.
narración estuvo increíble, Lindita.
Pues hiciste. Esa es tu risa honesta, porque tú no
Ujú.
finges risa. Mm, Roslyn was saying, oh, so wait, did I skip something? Because Roslyn's answering to someone.
Mhm. Jeff, probably.
I fly out on Saturday. Looking forward to seeing the kiddos and congrats, Rebecca. Oh,
That was to
so
you?
that was the answer to
Yeah.
Rebecca. Yes.
Well, to you. You said if Rosalind was still in.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But because I saw the ad,
Oh, okay.
so I wasn't just like reading, but I saw the ad, so I thought she was answering to someone. But no, she was saying congrats to Rebecca, and she was telling us
Yeah.
that fly. I fly out on Saturday.
Okay,
So
good. Sábado.
sábado, domingo,
No, wait. What date is Saturday?
and
I thought it was going to be
ocho.
ocho. No,
No.
Thursday ocho.
Well, but it's
Jueves ocho.
308, Rosalind. Oh, you could see my screen saver. How do you call that? My lock screen?
Mm-hmm. All those.
It's Chilita. So pretty. And Rosalind was saying,
Mm-hmm.
yes, the party next door. Thank you.
Love it.
And some hearts.
Love that painting. Amazing painting.
Vadim Artamonov,
Mm-hmm.
Chapenster, dice de Europa pero con nombre ruso, jaja.
Mm.
Y Vadim lo pronuncié muy mal.
No, no creo.
Liad was saying, I'm going to see Spider-Verse in 4 hours.
Oh, so good. I
It was
won't
so
say
good.
anything.
We went yesterday.
Fantastic.
Yes,
Yes.
we liked it a lot.
Yeah.
I
Won't
was
say
missing
anything
my
else.
popcorn, but it was still a great movie.
Yes, very good.
Catch a Fire was saying, greetings one and all, ¿cómo le va? ¿Cómo le baila Catch a Fire? Así dices tú.
Mm-hmm.
¿Cómo le baila? Carla Anglada was saying, Danny, I like your Snow White sweatshirt. Thank you. It has like a collar, which is
Green.
Okay.
Green?
I've never seen sweatshirts like this.
But that's a sweater.
Sweat?
I mean, it has like a polo.
No, I think that's how you call them, sweatshirts.
No, a sweatshirt is like a
No.
shirt. That's a sweater.
No, mira, esto es una sweatshirt.
What?
A sweatshirt is like a hoodie without the cap.
What's
Thing.
a sweater then?
A sweater is like the one that's knitted.
Does it always have to be knitted? Oh my god, I've been calling sweaters anything with long sleeves.
It's okay.
To me, there's a t-shirt and a sweater.
No.
Those are the two categories.
No. You have cardigans, you have
Oh, stop it.
sweatshirts,
No,
you have...
see, no. That's not even.
Look, if you Google sweater, you'll see this.
Yeah?
It's more of like a...
Oh, it has to be knitted?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And the sweatshirt is always like a cotton sport-ish sweater. So
No.
get your words together, fashion-wise, Nicolas?
I don't know.
And thank you.
You're welcome. But
Thank you, Carla.
oh, sorry.
Rebecca Caridad was saying, I love his painting, quote unquote, in bed. I've had a print of it hanging in my home since I was a teenager. So I think they were saying this about the painting
Lautrec?
we posted of Lautrec.
Yeah.
So
The couple
do
in
you,
bed?
yeah. Do you want
Yeah,
me
very
to
good.
keep the
No, you
painting
can.
on screen
No,
or
you can take
say
it out.
bye?
Yeah.
Okay. Uh,
It's okay.
mm, Dana was saying, hello everyone. I'm going to have lunch soon,
Mm-hmm.
but hope the stream will still be here when I get back.
I'll try to stretch it for you.
So have a good
Sounded
lunch.
weird.
And there's a requisito requirement when you come back. You have to tell us what you had for lunch.
Tough one, Danny.
If I don't like what you had for lunch, you're blocked, Dana. Cody was saying, wow, that's a pretty big difference.
With
I don't know. Oh,
what?
because Liad was saying, oh, you can make the distortion much more extreme. So I think Cody was talking about when we were showing how the
Yes.
distortion of the image is. But I don't know. You can make the distortion much more extreme.
I mean, if,
No, yeah, but
yeah, if you have a wider angle lens, for
yeah,
sure.
for sure.
If we put the lens closer to the painting, for sure. Yeah, but that's where we have to set it up so it gets the whole painting.
Yeah.
And then we have to fix the
Yes.
distortion.
Roslyn was saying, that's amazing, seeing the angle. You guys do such an amazing job. Thank you, Rosalind Sira. JJ was saying, why does everyone else's painting look so cool and mine looks like it was done by a chicken with a paintbrush stuck in its paw on top of a bunch of paints?
Okay. That's the first
That
chicken
sounds
with a paw, actually.
And it sounds like an interesting painting. I would like
chicken
to
with
see
paws? Yeah, hell yeah. That's a pretty yeah. I'm picturing a
Yeah.
chicken with a paw.
I mean, imagine
It's
that
pretty cool.
title. The chicken with a paintbrush stuck in its paw on top of a bunch of paints.
Yeah, that's three things. That is either a Damien Hirst sculpture, that is either a Dali painting, or an AI prompt. Yeah. I think that's all of it together. Wonderful. Wonderful.
But no, I don't think. I mean, joke aside,
Chickens don't have paws.
I'm sure it's not like that, JJ.
No, of course not.
I mean, if you would like to share your work with us, you can
Yeah.
send it to my Instagram and we could see it.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I think that we're just blinded by how difficult it is at the moment,
Blinded by the light.
and we can't see like the real qualities our own work has.
Yeah.
So if you're up for it, we can check it out here and we can talk a little bit about it.
Or maybe it is. Chicken with
Or maybe
paws.
that's the actual subject.
Yeah.
Could you imagine they send us a painting of a
with paws.
chicken
Yeah. That's
with
pretty killer.
paintbrush?
No,
Yeah.
I would like that. Yeah. I'd like that.
Marcio Carvalho.
That would be like a sort of harpy, but not quite a harpy.
¿Qué es harpy?
Arpia, but not quite.
Oh.
Because they usually have like human features or parts of human body, and then the rest is like, eagle like, or whatever bird of prey like. No, but I'm thinking, what's a chicken with paws? Mythologically, what would it be? It would be like, it could be lion paws, because those are the ones that are mostly used in mythology. And chicken.
Well, but downsize that.
Yeah,
Because
chicken-
imagine the proportion of a
Oh, could you imagine
chicken
like a
with
chicken's
lion
head,
paws.
but like a chicken's head in a lion's body? With wings? Fuck me. It
Or
could.
the paws of the lion, as I was saying,
Yeah,
like
could you
the
pause it
actual
right there?
size. Yeah, can you pause copying my
Oh no, she could. She
jokes?
would barely have the body to like move the as those huge ass paws. But if you put like an actual proportionate, you know, proportionately sized head of a chicken on like a freaking lion, and use those wings, and it can't really fly. It could just like flutter around like, desperately. That's a fucking psycho animal.
I think I like more the chicken with lion
It
paws
it
in that
it
proportion.
won't maul you to death. It'll peck you to death. But it'll play with it can what do you call an attack with the paws? What do you call that? It can, you know, is there like a nice name? Like mauling is with like, your
Mm.
fangs or teeth. What do you call an attack with the paws?
But I think no, because you
What do
referred to
bears do when they attack?
they scratch. 'Cause
No,
they
that's not
have
a
nails.
scratch. You don't say I got scratched by a bird.
Well, but they do scratch.
I don't think it's a scratch.
It's not like I got
You
a.
scratch your knee. If a bear scratches you, you're dead like 5 times.
But they scratch you because they have
I
nails.
don't know. I don't think. Or is it mauling? Can you maul with the paws? Maybe bears
Sean
maul.
Farley was saying bears maul you.
Oh, so mauling is just like something like that.
Nah, I don't know where
Like a
you're going. I'm just
full-on
like
like
smiling.
I'm shredding you.
Mm.
Could you search for maul? No, maul is it's a fine word. Danny's like opening
So
her eyes.
no. It's fine, but I don't
Mauling.
want to see some
Oh,
graphic.
mauling is with the
If you
paws?
if you tell me Google bears mauling.
No, what? What?
No.
No, of course not.
So
No.
Sean was saying yes, mauling is with the paws, and they like to grab your head in their jaws.
Okay. So head and jaws are what? No, jaws and paws are involved.
That was terrible.
It's the two of them, the jaws and the paws.
And as you were saying,
Oh God.
proportions.
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 Yeah.
That's your pronunciation. That was your
Pronunciation. Pronunciation.
We were looking at we saw like one episode
What's that?
of a TV show, like a barbecue TV
Oh
show.
yeah, it's so
That-
rednecky and trashy. Yeah.
No, and
so good.
the accent of
Oh, the women from Long Island.
yeah, Long
Yeah.
Island, yeah.
It's horrendous.
That's why you wanted to see
Well,
it.
I spent quite some time in Long Island.
Proportions.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do
Terrible.
a terrible job. With,
Yeah.
I was gonna say with that accent, but with accents, but Cody. I was gonna say.
What?
Cody Winnicky
Yeah.
was saying an attack by an animal causing serious injury, quote unquote, increased in incidences of grizzly bear maulings, right out of Google.
Oh wow. So you could be, in this fantastical creature, the chicken lion, or the lichen, as they call it. Yeah, lichen.
I think the lichen would be like chili.
Liking
Licken
it to a lichen. So the lichen can maul you, apparently. Although, if she starts pecking, she would just. I think the pecking overrides the mauling.
No, and licking. It just makes you think about lick. It would just like throw out.
I don't know.
Like you would
You're
think
gonna have
they're
to lick
gonna
your wounds
lick
after
you
she's
until
done
you
with
die,
the licking.
and they're just gonna pick
Ugh,
you and.
fucking killed
Liad
by
was
a
saying-
chicken.
Liad was saying cats bat at you with their paws.
Oh, the batting. Yeah. That's what I imagined. First, it was some batting, some feline batting with these enormous, lion paws. And when you're down, you're pecked to death. So it's like insult to injury. Because it's like, just fucking bite me. Just maul me.
Bite me, it's a chicken.
I know, but if it were a lion, you'd be like, oh my God, it played with me with like these, these enormous
Well, but
paws.
I mean, this is terrible, but in actual bear attacks, they usually sometimes play a lot
Nah, they just
before
don't. They don't have to.
before
They just do this. Yeah, poof.
No,
One of
yeah,
those.
but they just have.
One of those, you're gone.
I don't know. I just don't. I think that's terrible. But
I mean,
they
it
do.
is what
They
it is.
do play with the
Probably animals. A ton of animals
cords,
play with their
I
prey.
guess.
Yeah, tons of wild animals play with their prey. Like orcas, the way they fling
Yeah.
like sea lions, for like I don't know 30 feet up in the air. It's crazy,
Yeah.
crazy.
Uh, and Sean Farley was saying maybe a griffin.
It could be a griffin. Could be griffin
Yeah.
like. Yeah.
Catch a Fire was saying a chicken has legs.
Not this one. It has paws. It'll fuck
And
you up.
Michael McEwen was saying blinded by the light.
I know.
Manfred Mann's Earth Band.
I know that was a terrible.
Andre Blason Art was saying chicken head on a lion body with wings. Is
That's
that
a-
a chimera?
A chimera. Yeah, it could
I
be.
don't know. In Spanish.
Well, chimera. Chimera. Yeah. Chimera. Reminds me any chimera painting reminds me of the
Of the
of the Jacek Malszewski chimera painting.
yeah.
We've seen those.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are paws.
Yeah.
Oh, those are some fucking cool paws.
Yeah.
Could we look it up, Danny?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm just making you look up.
¿Cómo
But
es el título exacto?
oh, chimera, I think. Chimera?
No, thank you. I know how to.
Chimera? Malszewski? I don't know if you're good with Malszewski. Malczwieski.
I'm lost.
Mal
Z
C de casa.
C
Z de
Z yeah Z
yeah. Weski.
Weski.
Yeah. Malszewski.
It was wrong.
Am I missing one? Evsky. Oh, the
M-
W. The W. I missed the
Please,
W. I'm
I
sorry.
mean-
I'm sorry. It's fine.
MAL
Oh, Jesus
C
Christ.
Z
Yeah.
EWSKI.
The W. That's why I said the W. I was missing the W.
You went with Malcheski.
Oh my God.
Malcheski.
That one. Oh my God. Look at that.
Yeah.
Put a chicken
Ah.
face on this.
I can't share this again.
What? It's a W.
Yeah. Oh no, this one. Yeah.
What are you?
I was just arguing.
Yeah, premature Danny. Premature Danny. If you have to know one thing about Danny,
I was like, this.
the
stupid
reaction
webpage.
always comes before the checking. Always. Always. If you've seen her read an article
Oh, I'm sorry.
and
it's
the
just
third
my
paragraph in,
reactions
she
here.
goes, I don't know I don't know if this has anything to do with
It's
what I wanted to read.
just my reaction here because it's my live reaction.
Yeah, yeah.
But in real life, your reaction comes first.
Not pretty much. I'm not.
You're like, I mean,
don't
you're walking and you
prematurely
step in
react.
something and you're like, oh my God.
Well,
And I'm
that's
like, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. I thought I was going to hurt
Die.
my foot, but I'm
I
fine.
was gonna get mauled by
So-
the licking.
Here it is.
Oh, that's so cool. I'm so glad that you saved it in my desktop because I don't
Yeah.
have that Malszewski.
I think it's a
Could you put it here?
huge-
Could you put it
Where?
here? In the palette? Such a good painting. Jesus Christ, what a painter. What happened?
No, that I have to do it like that because if
Okay.
I can see the photo, then it
Oh, the
would be
whole-
showing.
Oh, it's okay. You can then
Oh, I'm
transform
always
it.
professional,
Oh,
so
yeah, right.
I am.
Yeah.
I mean, you're letting me know you don't think I am, but I know I am. Oh.
In so many ways.
Don't
Look at that
say-
painting. Look at
Look
those
at-
paws. Oh my God! Look at those paws.
Yeah.
Ish. And he's got more of these. He actually really liked that figure of the chimera.
Hmm.
He loved it. So good. You know that because of those paintings I painted the one of my dad as a tiger.
I think you've said it before. Now
Yeah,
that
yeah,
you're,
yeah.
maybe you told me before.
Yeah. That was the
I think we
Malszewski.
had this conversation.
Yeah, when I saw his paintings in Poland, I mean, tons of them were like life changing. But I remember because my first city there was Warsaw. When I first saw, it was not this one. It's different, the one that they have in Warsaw. But when I first saw that one, I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me? This is so cool!" Like it was such a plausible animal being, mythological being, that I was like, "Are you kidding me? This is so good," and it just stuck in my brain forever. So yeah.
So, mm,
By the way, if
oh, go
anyone
ahead.
is curious, I'm scumbling my paint.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I have a bristle brush, and I'm not really putting a ton of brush on top of my painting.
A ton of
A
brush.
ton of brush. I am not brushing a lot of brush in my brush.
You're not putting a ton of
Yeah.
brush, yeah.
I'm just grabbing some brush from the brush and putting it.
Why are you
I don't know.
going
Slightly
Russian?
Eastern European, slightly. Yeah. No, I'm scumbling my paint on the surface on
With
the
the
paper
brush,
with
yeah.
the brush.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Stop.
Cody Winnicky was saying, an attack by an animal causing. Oh no, I already read that. So Cody was saying, I'm currently painting a bear skull, and every once in a
It's all
while, I
connected.
just stop and stare at how intense the teeth are.
Oh my
So
God.
scary. It's like when we were talking about the tiny things. Well, they're not that tiny,
What?
but the things in the
What?
tongue of
The
a tiger.
tongue? What the hell are you talking
Nicolas,
about, Danny?
you know what I'm talking about.
Oh my God. We started with the skull, and you went to a tiger's dong.
No, I said the tongue.
Okay, oh, sorry.
Ay, Nicolas,
The tongue. The tongue.
I don't know how to say that
Make
word.
it more of a U than
the
an
lengua.
O.
I don't know.
Yeah, because now everyone's thinking of a tiger's dong.
No, what?
Yeah,
No.
It's striped, by the way,
Tongue.
and serrated.
Tongue.
It's very painful.
Tongue.
True story.
The spikes. It
In
has
the
in it.
dong, yes, they are.
So can you just?
This is what it sounds like when tigers
Okay.
cry. Yeah.
Catherine was saying hello, you all. Hey, Catherine, how are you? A ver. Sean Farley was saying no snow in LA, but we have moved from May grays to June gloom.
Oh.
And a laughing emoji.
I wonder what do we have set for July? What's the word for July?
July sky cry.
July cry.
July cry, but I mean,
It has to be like more of an adjective, or just like a little more descriptive than just like
July fried. Maybe if it's
July
too hot.
fry. Yeah.
No, fried.
Okay. Yeah. But maybe there's already a word, so Sean can tell us.
July pie, because it's pie season.
Yeah, that would not be at all.
Gaby Pérez dice, ay, ya todo listo, quedan poquitas cosas y detalles. Los zapatos, conseguir rollos de cámaras y creo que determinar el sitting chart. Pero ya está. Uy, mejor dicho. Falta el firmar.
Sí, ¿rollos de cámara para qué, Gaby? Perdón, discúlpeme, le pregunto.
Supongo que van a tomar fotos análogas.
Pero, ¿Cristian o la gente o
No
todos
sé.
van a tener cámaras análogas con rollos? Es que no sé, estoy curioso.
Cuéntanos,
Tengo
Gaby.
mucha curiosidad. Porque yo sé que Cristian toma fotos muy bonitas, pero no
Perdón, me dio un
sé,
bostezo terrible.
no sé. Yo he visto cuando le dan a la gente las camaritas desechables en los matrimonios, pero
Pero esas normalmente vienen con un rollo ya puesto.
sí, ya la cámara ahí.
Entonces,
Y después la dejan ahí en la
tengo
mesa
metido el
o se
saco.
la entregan uno al final y uno revela todo eso.
No, creo que es pues a uno, como así, a los...
A uno como anfitrión del matrimonio. A Gaby en este caso.
Exacto.
Entonces,
Y a Cristian, ¿no?
no, Gaby se hace cargo de revelar los 4
Cristian las de
millones,
abotadas.
los 4 millones de pesos en fotos
Sí. Ryan Cole.
para que todos salgan borrachos de
O todos con el dedo.
la
Dedo
foto,
en
flash,
el lente, sí.
un flash ahí sobreexpuesto.
O abrieron la caja.
Sí,
La caja, la cámara y...
una autofoto toda reventada.
Velaron todo.
Sí.
Ryan Cole was saying, I was wondering how you set up your camera angle so perfectly. What software did you use to fix the distortion?
So it's an OBS.
So we use OBS and it's like a plugin? How do you
Yeah,
do
it's
that?
like a plugin or an app that you download.
You can Google like distortion,
Yeah.
OBS distortion fix.
Yeah,
I think that's
It's
how
super. That's how we found it.
Yeah.
It's called 3D something something.
Mm-hmm.
And
Maybe I could see
it doesn't work. This particular one, I don't know if they have updated it.
3D
haven't-
transform.
We haven't been. Thank you, Danny. we
Yo,
haven't been we haven't checked, but it only works in older versions of OBS. So I think if you go to their website to download it, they'll tell you the compatibility with the version that you have of OBS.
hmm.
But I think that they haven't updated it for the newer versions
Yeah.
of OBS.
Yeah, I remember how scared we were when we did
Yeah,
the upgrade? No.
update.
Update,
Yeah,
sorry. And it did not work.
nothing worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gaby dice, ¿y ustedes cómo van? ¿Cómo va Chilito? Hace rato que no lograba verlos y solo veo a Chili por las historias de Dani, jaja. Mi Instagram es Chili Content.
Sí, tú y la Chili son...
Una, somos una.
sí,
No, sí, subo muchas. Y eso que me abstengo de subir todas las fotos que le tomo al día.
sí.
Yo cada segundo le quiero tomar una foto o un
eh,
video
este es
y
Dani
guardarla en mi
cada 30
corazón por
minutos
siempre.
del día. Coco, mira, mírala, mírala. Mira, le tomé una
Es
foto,
que es
mírala.
divina.
Mírala.
Ay, es
Mírala.
divina.
No está divina así acostada. Y yo, lindita, así se acuesta
Ay, yo
todas las
sé, yo me
horas de
derrito
todos
cada
los
vez.
días. Y en
Sí.
cada momento me puedo voltear y la veo literalmente así.
Pero perdón, ¿tú sabías que yo quería un perrito
Sí,
desde toda mi vida?
pero yo no estaba listo para el... Mira, Coco, mira,
No, es que
mira,
me
mira,
enamoro.
mira, esto no
Y
es
eso que
lo
no la
más
estás
lindo que has
viendo
visto.
ahorita, está,
Esto no es lo más lindo que has visto en tu
ahora
vida.
sí está lo más
Mírala,
lindo
se
que has
giró un
visto.
poquito, mírala. Mírala ahora. Mírala. Yo sé que estás pintando, voltea a mirar, hijo de puta.
La despertaste. Hola. Hola. Uy, mira cómo se
Mira
despereza.
cómo se despereza. No, mi amor, no voy a voltear a mirar.
Em, a ver, Marcio Carvalho
Ujú.
dice, ya,
Tú
ya
sabes.
uso,
¿Mm?
¿qué? No sé
No,
cómo
mi
leer
amor,
eso.
vamos.
Ya, ya uso máscara gamut.
¿Ah?
Es que creo que es portugués.
Sí.
Ya, ¿o ya? No.
Haz Google
Ja,
Translate.
uso máscara gamut, maybe. ¿Ja? No. A ver, translate. Already used gamut mask. So they
Mm,
were asking maybe if you use gamut mask.
mm, no entiendo.
Eso
No
me
entiendo muy
suena.
bien. Gamut Mask me suena como a Photoshop o algo.
Mm, La descripción del gamut, no, pues sí, perfil de color, pero máscara gamut. Mm,
No sé, de pronto no se puede explicar un poquito mejor.
de pronto. A ver. Dice Carla Gómez
Y dice,
y dice Carla, hola, ¿van a
Carla,
volver a dar cursos este año?
Carla, toda la intención había y no era una mala decisión haber podido ofrecerlas, pero no cuadraron los horarios, desafortunadamente. Entonces, pero calma. Carla, las clases
2024.
comienzan enero 2024.
Here we come. Entonces,
Sí,
Carla, atenta.
enero 2024. Pero este año, desafortunadamente, como son cursos, digámoslo más bien, de 8 semanas, que es bastante, no logramos encontrar el horario entre los talleres que se tienen que hacer.
I have to say I love this comment that
What's that?
Nesrin Amin
Yeah,
wrote.
go
It says,
ahead.
as a fellow dog lover, I say, when Danny tells you to mira, you mira.
Mira.
Danny tells you to mira, you mira. That's
Yeah.
what you have to do. That's true, Nesrin.
No. Nicolás is very bad with orders.
Oh,
Very bad.
it's not, I mean, I know, but I don't get your sensitivity towards something that you think it's an order.
Well, something that sounds like orders
No, if I
coming
tell you,
from you or anyone,
hey, grab this and can you pass one to Samu and one to Fer?
like
It's not an
instructions,
order.
like favors with very specific instructions. I'm like, no, I don't do those. Like I'll do it, as I figure I can do it. But I don't like people telling me, "Oh, you have to go do A, B, and C." It's like, okay, I'll
Yeah, but I have to
100%.
say I love you, but
I
you're
will
very
100%.
reactive to that.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Like in a
I've never liked
bad
it.
way reactive to it.
I've never liked people speaking like. I mean, it's not people speaking at me that way, because I guess for a ton of people, it's probably like, oh, come on, dude. It's just like somebody's asking you to do something specific. But in my brain, it just sounds like go do this way. In my brain, it always sounds like that. Like, hey, you go do this way.
No, 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 and
It's
it's
like,
fine, but
what?
but
No,
you are,
no.
as I was saying, you're very reactive
Yeah,
to
yeah,
that.
yeah.
If you tell me go
Slightly
do this,
triggered.
I would be like,
So
okay,
I
or
try not to
no,
talk like that. I try not to talk like
or
that,
if whoever tells
because
me,
it bugs me. Like, it bugs me so much that I try not to be. I try not to say things like
so
that.
if someone tells me go do this, I could say no, I'm not gonna do it like that.
Yeah, no.
But I feel like you have like a reaction to it,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like
Yeah, I don't like it.
yeah,
I always feel that there's like a little exercise of power in that little statement. Like, hey, do this way. And I'm like, fuck no, no. So I always react so in a way so that they know that if they were thinking that they could make me do things like they wanted me to make them, I react in a way to let them know that I could care less about what they're saying.
yeah, it's you're just very defensive with it,
Yes,
and
it's one of the things. I think it's very weird to trigger me, but it's one of those things that it's like, no, oh no, no, no.
yeah,
And it could be any, like, it could be a boss that doesn't know how to talk to me, and if that's the way they decide to phrase things, I would be like, oh, this is so not cool. Like, this is so not cool. Like, I remember I quit. The reason I quit was because, the I happened to be early at my work, mind you. Like, I would always get there about 45 minutes earlier than everyone else, just because I love to be early. And I wouldn't mind just being early at work. Nobody was at the office, but I could care less. Like, I would just sit there and maybe have, like, I don't know. I don't know what I would have. A tea, and I had a roll with, like, yeah, scrambled eggs on a roll. I think that was my breakfast for, like, almost every day. And
quick kiss and roll.
oh, like a bun, but it's, roll. It's very good for breakfast. The breakfast roll, oof, so good. We don't have them here.
Hmm.
Like, we don't have an equivalent to that. But I remember, so I got there early, and there was this stupid job that, I hadn't done. So David, this other artist that was from England, he had done that. At that time, he had to, like, FedEx the all of the animatics. So it was, very expensive way to, like, send work, but
Mm-hmm.
that's how it worked, many
Yeah.
years ago. So the originals were there, and I don't even remember what the, like, client was, who the client was. It was commercial, like, there was an ambulance. That's all I remember.
Mm-hmm.
And I was there, and my boss was like, "Oh, you're here. Quickly, like, patch this, because they don't like the siren. Like, they don't like, what was it? I forget what it was. No, they didn't. They didn't like something. They either didn't like the ambulance, the way he drew the ambulance.
Okay.
Yes, I think it was they didn't like the way they drew the ambulance
Mm-hmm.
in one
So they
panel or in
were
a couple.
asking you to
So
fix
they were
it.
like, you have to change it. Like, oh, these are the changes. And the stupid thing about ad agencies, and I don't know if anyone here has worked with ad agencies, is that everything has to be done right now. Like, you have to do things immediately. Immediately. Like, everything is rushed. Every single thing is rushed. And so I got there, and he was, like, super stressed. My boss was, like, super, super stressed. and I had to change the ambulance. So I was like, no, I'll do it. And I drew an ambulance because I think they said it looks nothing like an ambulance. So I had to like quickly look what an ambulance looks like. They wanted one of those like lunchbox ambulances. And so I drew it. I had to color it like with my markers, but I did it in like nothing. In 5 minutes, I was already like drawing it, doing, you know, doing it. I showed it to my boss. He was like, yes, that's cool. That's great. That's what they want. And I was like, great. But now I have to, and this is very old school, but I would have to cut the patch
Yeah, for sure.
so that, that it would match the originals
Mm-hmm.
and it would look sort of seamless. And
Yes.
this is a very cool thing to do when you're cutting patches. I actually loved it. But it was very early and I was cutting and I had my boss like breathing down my neck and I think I cut the siren from the original. I was like I accidentally just cut the siren. And he was like, "What the fuck are you doing? Like, you didn't need to change the siren. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, that was okay." And I was like, "Oh, fuck." And then I said, "Dude, it's going to take me 2 minutes to draw it and I'll patch it. I'll patch the siren. I'll make it look exactly like it was. I just have to like I don't even have to think about it. I'll trace the one that he already drew and it just takes 2 minutes." And it literally took me like 2 minutes to do it. But in his brain, he was so rushed. And he started talking to me in a way that it wasn't like insults, like, cursing at
Like
me,
passive
just
aggressive.
insults in the way, just the way he was ordering me to do stuff. And then his lack of patience, even though I had no reason to be in that
Yeah.
office so early, even though it was not my job,
Mm-hmm.
so I didn't have to do it. I was helping him out. I was actually helping him. And just the way he treated me, I was like, that day, I was like, oh, I am so quitting. Like, there's no way in the world that I could justify the way I was spoken
And
to.
do you feel now? I'm very interested in that.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm
Go,
like
go.
opening
Yes,
Pandora's box
doctor.
of your
No, doctor.
emotions.
Yes, doctor.
Welcome to therapy.
Yeah.
It's $50 minute. So
Okay. Thank you, doctor. Goodbye. Yeah.
I was gonna ask you, were you like that before? Like,
What?
was that a trigger you had with
I just,
orders all your life?
I just
Or
never
was this
liked.
maybe like the breaking point
I think it was a
where you
breaking
said, you
point.
know what, I don't like orders, but now I'm just done with
I
those?
am. I'll tell you this. I think I am a perfect employee because I love working. I love working for a team. That's why I always thought like, how people say, "Oh, we worked on this video game," but they don't like it because it's not their IP. It's somebody else's. Like 300 people work on this video game, so it's hard to have like a sense of ownership. Or like if you're working on a movie, artists usually say, well, yeah, but it's very tough because I did like a very small part. I know myself. I am 1,000% like team. I am a really good employee, really, really good. And I think in that accepting that I am a very good employee, I have always had bosses that I had to like, respect and they gave me directions and I followed the directions. So it was never about that. It's just about the way people go about saying it.
Yeah, no, but I get it, but
Y-
I feel that even if it's not ill intended, nowadays, maybe out of the workspace,
yeah.
if you feel like someone's giving an order to
I
you,
don't I
anyone. I mean,
no.
it could
Could be my
be
mom.
your mom,
Yeah.
it could be me, it could be Samu, it could be Fer, but it like triggers you.
Yes.
It's like you're done and you're done. Like
No, no, no,
you
no,
don't like that.
and I make it known that I'm not. I just don't get it. I
No,
just
no,
don't
no.
get why people order other people.
No, but
Like
sometimes
that's
I feel
crazy.
no,
It's
but the
crazy.
the interesting thing for me is that I feel that sometimes when you're or when I, for example, when I try to explain something, if I tell you, oh, please pass this to Samu and this one to Fer. But it's because in my brain I was gonna do that, but you're closer to them. So in my brain it's not like I'm giving you an order, but I'm just like voicing out what I was gonna do, but I'm asking you a favor to do it. Because I would never ask you to do like order you to do
Yeah,
something.
but
But I
favors to
feel
me
that
sound very different. A favor to me is worded differently.
but I
Is
always word in
like a
my case, for
favor.
example, I mean
Favors to me don't involve like very like highly specific set of instructions, like I've already like figured this out in my head. If you deviate from these instructions, like that's not how I wanted you to do it. And it's like, if you don't want me to do it in that way, go do it yourself. Like, why are you asking me to do things that you want to be done exactly like you want it to be done? Like, go
Yeah.
do it yourself.
But for example, look, Carla
I'm not saying like go do it yourself to Danny.
No, no,
Like
no.
in
I mean,
my
we're just
brain, I'm always
talking
like,
about.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So Carla was saying the word please can make all the difference. But I feel that in your case, it's not the word, because the word please can be there, but it's more like when you feel you're given instructions to do something.
Again, it's very specific situations. Like this is not, if anyone knows me, you can talk to me like a regular human being, of
Always. And
course.
yeah,
But
but
so
what
this
you
is
were
not.
saying, it's like you never get triggered by things.
No, I
But
very
it's very
rarely.
interesting to see that you're
It's
triggered
just
by
when I
that.
feel like somebody who, again, if I'm a an employee, like if I am an employee and I have a boss and they are asking me to do something, I rationally understand that it's part of, you know, part of my life and part of the choices that I made was to obey this person. You know, they are my boss. I have to
Mm-hmm.
respect that they are my boss. Like there's hierarchy in my work and I respect them. And I've probably noticed that they have more experience than I do. You know, they've been at this job for longer. They know more about what they're talking about. Like it's very quick and easy for me to say, oh yeah, I should obey this person. Like this is, of course, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But in just regular life, when people just like tell you to do something and it's just like, and they have like this very quick, very specific like set of expectations of how you should do that thing that they could have asked you to do it, but it's like, no, dude, go. I don't know. It's like I just don't know. I don't know.
No,
It's
it's
a, it's as
interesting
if
because I feel
it's
like
like these it's like these sort of things. Like let's say this is not something that happens with Danny and me, but I'm just trying to find an example. Um, let's say I agree to help out with I don't know, washing and drying the clothes. So I'm going to take your clothes to the laundry or something. Or I have just like a washer and dryer at home. And I wash the clothes, I dry the clothes, or the washer does it. I'm not doing anything.
like
But
Esmeralda, you're washing the neighbor's
yeah, yeah.
clothes.
And
So
then I take the clothes out. Exactly. Let's say Esmeralda had a neighbor and she asked me,
she
she's like,
does.
oh, she drops off her laundry, even though I was like, okay, I'm not going to do your laundry. But I was like, okay, I'm going to do your laundry. And then she walks in while I'm folding her clothes. And she's like, oh, no, no, no. The pants have to be folded this way. The sweatshirts have to be folded this way. And the socks have to be you know what I'm gonna do at that point? I'm gonna fold the clothes
No,
because
you're
I'm
gonna
being
throw
nice.
them,
I could just throw the
but on
all
the
like all of
like
them
out of
into
the
the hamper
window.
again and be like, fuck you, go like goodbye. But I just like those specific
Yeah.
situations where you're asked to do a favor, like somebody's asking you to do a favor, but they are so specific. It's like, fuck you. Like, if you want your clothes to be folded in a specific way, come fold them.
Yeah.
But if you're asking me to help and I'm folding the clothes and they're fine, they're perfectly fine, well folded, and it's just not the way that you want them folded, like, just go, just leave and then unmake the laundry in your house, refold it up how you want it to, and then go home. Like, be happy.
Yeah, no, but it's interesting. I mean, I feel everyone has different triggers,
Oh, I fucking hate that.
and I have different triggers that maybe for you don't make sense. But in this case, I mean, I remember my mom. She used to tell me and my dad that we would hang the pants on the wrong side. So I
Right.
was like, what do you mean? And she was like, no, the zipper goes out. So you fold it with the zipper out, not with the pockets out. And
Okay.
I've always folded with the pockets out, and I put it in the hanger and I put it on the closet because that's how I do it. So it was funny when I was growing up that my mom was like, Danny, the pant again, it's wrong. But it would be funny to me. There's other things that trigger me, but in that case, I was like, my mom just loves doing things 3 times. But it was not a trigger to me
No.
in that sense. But I have other things
You
that
know
for
what?
me are crazy. I mean, I remember also my mom used to, and that triggered my sister more than me, when we I mean, we had to do our bed
This is the
before
exact
school.
example that I was gonna say in my with my mother.
And I remember at one time, I mean, I wasn't triggered at first, but then I was like, "Mom, I mean, if you want me to do it, let me do it." Because I would do my bed, and then I would come back in the room, and it was done differently.
Yeah.
And my mom was like, "That's not the way to do the bed. Like, I just did it because you did it in the wrong way." And I was like, "Why did I do it in the wrong way?" She was like, "Oh, you're not like tugging the pillow, and you're not putting the comforter where it should be." And I was like, "Mom, it was done." And I remember my sister was like, "Mom, I mean, I've done the bed, and you told me to do the bed. But if you're telling me to do the bed and then you do it again, why waste time?" And I get it, but as I was saying, it's interesting just because in my brain it doesn't trigger me that
Oh
much.
no,
I
me.
just like think it's unnecessary
Yeah, I mean,
to do those things, but I know that talking with you, that was something that triggered you from your mom,
oh my god.
that she would
It's
go back
crazy.
and
It's crazy. It's like, "Oh, do your bed." I would do my bed, and it's not like you would throw everything.
no.
It's like poof, and everything just falls on your bed and you're like calling it done.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. No, I would do my bed. And then you would walk out, and 2 minutes later you walk in, and my mother's like frustrated. And that was the part that bugged me the most. She would be frustrated because she would make the bed again. And in my brain, I was like, this is all you, mom. Has nothing to do with me. This is like your obsessive desire to control everything. And you need the bed to be done the way you want it to be done. But don't be mad at me because I did it, I did it the bed okay,
Mm-hmm.
and it just wasn't how you wanted to do it. So, and I think that manifests in many that has manifested in many at times of my life,
Mm-hmm.
that people are like, "Oh no, you have to do this way."
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, "Fuck you." I mean,
Yeah, and I mean,
if I didn't do it for my mother, I'm not going to do it for
and
you.
for people here, you're very open, for example, as you were saying, in a working space, or if you're
I'm
learning, you're always
Oh,
open
always.
to learning how to do things.
I am
But
the
I feel
best
it's more,
employee ever, I feel.
as you were saying, with folding clothes, as you were giving the example. It's like if you've done it, but it's more that the other person thinks it could be done differently, or it should have been done differently. That's what
Do it
triggers
yourself.
you.
Yeah, do it yourself.
Yeah, I
Go
don't know
do
if
it
you
yourself.
remember. Well, for me it was funny, but when I was in the room, because I think you've seen that, and my mom would just go inside just to say hi, and she would start moving things around
Yeah, she starts
to
picking stuff
rearrange.
up and rearrange
I
stuff.
was always like, "Mom, you're just grabbing the mug and putting the mug like 2 centimeters to the right.
Yeah, that's a control
Why?"
thing. It's a control thing.
Yeah, but for me it was funny. I was like, "Mom, like, don't do that. Just like stop." It's because it was funny. She would be like, I mean, I could have my phone here, and she would be like, "Hey, Danny, how are you?" And she slide it a little bit. Or if it was like
Yeah.
twisted, she would just align it. And I was like, "Mom, it's fine as it is. Like, I'm gonna move it in 1 second."
No,
And
it's a
I was
control
just
thing.
using that. So,
Because it could be perfectly fine even for them, but they won't feel okay if they're not the ones that rearrange things. Yeah. You know who used to do that like a ton? Donald Trump. He would sit down at a table.
by the way, my mom's nothing like Donald Trump.
No, no, no. These are like people that are controlling. They could be anywhere in life. Like you don't have to, because somebody loves control. They don't have to be Donald Trump. But he used to be really incredible because he would sit down at a table, and the first thing he would do is like rearrange like the silverware, or move the glass like a centimeter, or move his like nameplate or something. Like he would just, and there was no reason for him to like move stuff, but it was just so that he knew that he put the things, like he was the one who arranged the things. Like it's so important for those people, right? I'm talking like it's a weird thing, but no, for people that need to be in control, like it's super important for them to almost have like the last word,
Mm-hmm.
and to say like, now I'm comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm terrible. Like if that's what they do with their life, yeah, who cares? Like that's their life. Like they could, they could do whatever they want. what I've never liked is when that sort of when something that has to do with their life, they kind of try to impose it on yours.
Mm-hmm.
And I always feel that that's like a tiny little sort of exercise of power, and I just cannot deal with that. I just can't deal with that.
Yeah.
So I'm the sort of person, if like if they tell me no, it had to be done this way, I'll just do it on purpose. Like I'll scramble everything. I'll be like, yeah, that's how I did it. But
Yeah.
don't ever ask me again then.
Interesting. You
Yeah.
just have like a very visceral reaction.
Very
to,
much so. Very
Yeah.
little, very few things in life trigger me. That one, I don't think I'll ever get over.
I want to think of something that triggers me like that. Mm, I don't know. I also feel that when someone's triggered, because I was going to say when you, but not you as in Nicolas, but
When
like
one,
when one is triggered, they can react in different ways.
yeah,
And I feel that I react frustrated. I just like, ugh.
yeah,
In my case, for example, when that happened a lot when I was younger, and I kind of get it because I was the younger kid in the house. So sometimes I wanted to talk, and I would get interrupted
mm,
and interrupted, and I could be like in the middle of a story, and someone would just like step to say something that had nothing to do with it,
yes,
and just like start talking on top of me, and that would trigger me. But triggers in me are more like sad triggers, I would say. I would just like feel sad because I feel like they would make me feel minuscule. I use the word that I don't know how to do the
minuscule,
pronunciation.
minuscule.
Minuscule. Minuscule, whatever it is. I felt tiny, and I hate that. Like, I hate that we're just like sharing time and I'm being respectful of what someone's saying. And then someone just starts a different story in the middle of me talking, or does not let me intervene
Yeah,
in the conversation. I don't like that. So I feel like that's, for example, a trigger for me. I think you know that.
yes,
That makes me really sad.
yeah. And I have this terrible tendency to talk over,
But I feel like
but I
with
got
you it's
really better
different
with
because
you.
I can tell you like, hey, stop, I'm telling you something. And you know,
Yeah,
like, I know that you're not stepping in my things. Like, I don't feel that triggered with you. Sometimes I'm just like, hey, let me talk.
mm.
And you know, like, you realize that you're stepping in my words, and I know that you genuinely feel sorry because you just did it because of a like excitement of the conversation. But I think you've seen times that that happened,
Yeah,
and that I'm just like, hey, I was talking.
yeah.
And always the reaction to that, hey, I was talking, is terrible, because people's like, okay, what were you saying? Please, everyone, pay attention to
Yeah, it's like
Daniela,
so sorry.
which is like, I don't know. Yeah, it
It's
just
condescending.
it
It's
triggers
terrible.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, no, no. You're totally right. And in
it
your case,
it
it's
and it hurts me. It's like,
it it is. I've seen it happen to you a lot,
yeah.
and
I don't know why I have like this magnet for people to step in what I'm
yeah,
saying, and it's just frustrating.
yeah. But I think, for example, with someone fit, I think there's like a house rule that when somebody is talking, we let them finish.
Yeah, and I'm because I feel triggered by that. I'm the first person that when someone interrupts, for example, in someone Fer, if Fer is telling someone and someone just like gets reminded of something he wants to tell you and he starts talking, I'm like, Samu, let Fer talk.
Yeah,
Or like in every conversation, I would say, hey, let this person finish their story because I've been there
yeah, yeah.
and it is horrible.
Yeah,
So
it's
yeah,
one of those things that, and I mean, it probably happens with men and women. Men usually stepping over women's conversations, and I'm not saying this is not like a,
no, no, like
I'm
a
don't
gender
make it
thing.
like
Yeah,
yeah, but I think people know what I'm saying because what you are describing also happens to Fed, and it's probably the one thing that frustrates her the
yeah.
most. Like if
No,
she's
I've
telling
seen
a
her.
story, and if her brother that's 4 years older and Samu has a tendency to really butt in conversations and just like try to like cut conversations. And we work a ton here when they're here to never let that happen, even if it's like I mean, obviously, if it's Samu cutting Fer or Fer, sometimes it's like super excited about something, and they'll do that to you. Like
Yeah,
she'll
and
do
I'm
that
like,
to you.
Fer,
Like
stop,
you and
or
I are
you
having a
tell them, yeah.
conversation, and Fer just comes to us or to me, and she just begins talking. She knows that there's a conversation, and she begins talking, and I always tell her, give me a second. I'm talking to Danny. When we're done, I promise you I'll get to you.
Yeah.
And but it's worked really well. Like
Yeah,
if you
I
say
really
that,
like that.
and the tough thing is, don't let a long time pass that you don't go back to Fer. Like I always have to listen to you, but in the back of my brain, without taking attention from what you're saying, in the back of my brain, I'm always like, remember that you have to get back to Fer.
Like you have to pin
Yeah.
that and then go back.
Yeah,
And
but it has to be done like on a timely fashion.
but
Like
you
if you
know
take
that
too long, she'll be like, I'll forget it.
but you know
It
that
doesn't
I'm
matter.
very aware of that. And sometimes Fer, if we're having a conversation here, she would go to her room and I always know that she was in the middle of trying to tell you something, so I will tell you, "Hey,
Yeah.
remember that, Fer?
Hey.
Hey, go now. Go
Uh,
right now.
I'll be like,
Step and step
fuck.
and step and
Yeah.
open the
Fuck.
door
Yeah.
and
Fuck
sit in."
you. You go.
Yeah.
Fuckers.
No, but you know that I'm very aware of that because I'm triggered by that. And I feel that in your case, you're very aware of when a favor or something that someone's telling you involves like a step by step because you're also triggered by that. So I think that I don't know. It's interesting.
It's a good it's a human thing. It's I think all these things are fine.
And I
They're
have to say that I want to thank you because
what's that for?
no,
Why?
because you've really like you know that that makes me feel very bad
Yes.
and you've worked on that, not only you, but you've taught your kids that too because of Fer, but also because of me. Like you respect every single person's voice, which I feel is the thing that makes me sad, to feel like my voice
Mm.
is lower than others or means less
No.
than others.
Your
So,
voice is loud, lady. Mind your vocals.
yeah.
No, no. No, I when I realized that it was when I saw um other people doing it to you, and then you have like this out of body experience seeing other people doing it to you, and immediately looking at you and you
I just
feeling
like melt.
yeah,
You
you
could
feeling
see.
horrible, like
Yeah,
you shrinking almost.
exactly.
And I realized that's how I make her feel if I do the same thing to her.
Yes.
When you see it done by other people, you're like, oh, this is
Mhm.
terrible. Like,
Yes.
this is, I mean, it's not, you should be able to change when, you don't need examples of other people doing like these things that hurt your partner.
No, but I think
But
that
when you
what you're
see it,
saying,
it's like, oh,
because you're
that's
seeing
what
the
it
whole
feels like.
scene, you're
Yeah,
seeing like
that's what it
the
feels
back
like.
and forth. So yeah. Um, let's see. So I'm gonna read from uh
I'm sure people are like,
the
so
beginning
what is
of
this
this
about? This is
conversation.
therapy? This is a,
um. So yeah, Carla was saying the word please can make all the difference. Vincent Delanois was saying
oh
hello.
la la.
Hey Vincent.
Mm. That's a little weird.
Yeah, that was absolutely terrible. Dana was saying I'm back from
Absolutely
lunch.
flawless.
I had dumplings.
Ooh.
So that's
very good.
very approved. So welcome
Yeah,
back,
very
Dana.
good.
Cody was saying, Dana, welcome back. Let's see if Danny approves of dumplings. I certainly do. I enjoy them very much. If you want to know what we had for lunch, we had chicken
Chicken
curry
curry.
with rice.
With white rice, yeah.
It was so good.
Oh,
And what
perfect.
are we going to have tomorrow?
Chicken curry with rice.
Perfect. Yes.
Good Colombian household. You have the same lunch 2
Twice.
days in a row.
We don't usually do that.
No,
but
it's like,
we should.
Oh, I'll be fine. If it's tasty, oh my god, are you kidding me? Of course I can have.
Saint Gales was saying, you don't get triggered? Let me remind you of the Zorn palette cobalt blue fiasco. Jokes, by the way. Which was that?
I forget.
So I think it did not
Oh
trigger
yeah,
you
that there was who's our like what's our Spanish friend's what's his
Oh.
username that's in English? Uh,
Live Bale Boat.
No, that's Ricardito. Spanish from Spain.
Spanish. I thought
Yeah, he
like
was saying
Spanish
like
speaker.
he was talking. No, Spanish from Spain. That he was saying about university that they were
Saint Gales.
St. Gales. So St. Gales was saying that there was cobalt in some of Zorn's paintings. And there
Oh.
was. He was right.
Yeah.
He was absolutely right.
And you're like, wait a minute.
And I took it personally because I was like, I am a
Sangales,
defender.
espérese.
I am a
Yeah.
defender
Yeah, I
of
remember.
Zorn's palette.
So let me
So yeah, so don't fuck with Zorn.
and
if you're
don't
with
give
me.
instructions
don't give
to
me
the
orders.
yeah. So I'm gonna check because I don't know if she
No, no. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but we have been painting through therapy, and very nice, very atmospheric. We compressed the values a little bit, so the range of values has been shortened. I wouldn't say dramatically. We do have shadow masses. We do have like, I would say, a very identifiable value scale. I mean, there's lights, midtones, darks, but it is shorter. It is a little bit shorter than your expanded, your full value range scale. If you're going from 0 to 10, darkest dark from lightest light to lightest light. I'm sorry. So we have done those two things, but we've also in you know in a very simple way, we have tried to equate certain areas, almost like it's almost as if you're making conventions. We've equated certain areas of the painting with certain color mixes where certain pigments have a priority over others. So that's why this hand here is yellow. There's a yellower feel to it, amidst all these like earthy grayness, but it's not as bright as yellow as these other areas in the portrait. So I think our hierarchies in the image have been very quickly established, and it's looking good. It's looking good. I'm super happy because now I can see my painting, which is the toughest thing, to actually know what you're painting. It is probably one of the hardest things, and for your painting to be able to speak about what you're painting, what it is about, very quickly, it is very, very tough. So I'm glad that this is showing up easily in the painting.
We were so dumb. I
Yes, you could stop there.
I read
Yes.
the comment about the Zorn palette cobalt blue fiasco.
Yeah.
And you were like, what was the person? Well, Saint Gales was the person who was saying that comment.
Oh.
And we were looking for Saint Gales' name. So
oh, come on,
shame
Danny.
on us.
Us?
I said Saint Gales was asking.
No, you didn't.
Of course, I always do.
Yeah? Well,
Of
yeah, that's
course.
on me then. And I'm sorry, qué pena, Sangales.
Sangales.
Pero es que Sangales debería tener un no debería tener nada. Usted se pone el username que quiera.
Ahora lo vas a triggerear, a él le estás
Sí.
dando órdenes.
A mí no me da órdenes, hijo de puta.
Oye.
Sengels, no, así, eso. No, lo que pasa es que como el este es en inglés, lo decimos nosotros, colombianos, que nuestro canal se llama Our Painted Lives.
Y que hablamos en inglés y en
Todo
español.
el tiempo. Pero Sengels, usted no.
Sí, pero Saint Gales se pone sangales.
Sandalias. Los zagales.
Zagalillos. Y Saint Gales dice, Fer parece ser la persona más frustrada aquí. La interrumpieron en una conversación.
Ese facepalm de Fer es clásico.
Interrupted conversation.
Girl interrupted.
Tempting title.
No.
Let me talk.
No, terrible.
F you all. Listen to me.
Yeah, fuck you all.
Listen to me.
No, fuck you all.
Listen.
I like fuck you all.
No.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
Alejandro Morales was saying, hello everyone. Hello Dani and Nicolas.
Alejandro.
Long time no see. Why is everyone so triggered?
No,
we
pero
were just
Alejandro.
doing a therapy.
Alejandro no viene hace como 2 años y llegó a regañar. Bueno, calma a todo el mundo, calma. ¿Qué
¿Se
está
dejan
pasando?
de triggerear, por favor?
¿Qué es esta huevonada? Uno los deja 8 meses y miren.
Nigel Van Sil is
Okay.
saying, I'm loving this podcast and a happy face. Yeah, it's a now we are a therapy podcast. Not therapy really,
But
because
we're not
we don't
doctors
know.
and we have
Yeah,
no idea what we're
we have
talking
no
about.
idea what we're talking about. It's a chit chat,
Pay no
chat,
attention to us.
chit chat, chat.
No, I would never call it like that.
Eh, paint chat,
No,
paint
Jesus
cheat.
Christ.
No paint cheat.
Paint shit, yeah.
Paint chit chat.
Paint
I was
shit and
gonna say.
die. Yeah.
Um, Carla Anglado saying, my old boyfriend always wanted his clothes just so and the towels hanging precise. Oh no, I think I have a laundry triggers too.
That's why they're the old boyfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, you were saying it, Nicolas, as an example of like someone asking you for a favor. But if it's like, I mean, here in the house, you have chores that you do, and I have chores that I do.
Yeah.
Imagine me stepping into your chore and telling
Yeah.
you how to clean the bathroom, or you
No.
stepping into my chore and telling me how to clean the kitchen.
Yeah. Or after like an hour and a half, I clean the bathroom and then I
You
go to
poop all
the,
over
I go out
the
and I
sink.
come back, go out to the grocery store, come back in and you're like, sorry, I was just doing it better.
Oh no.
You missed the spot, so I was just doing it a little bit better. I'm like, oh, you are doing the bathrooms from now on.
No, and I think that sometimes things happen that does not trigger you. For example, if you washed something, like you were washing the dishes and you didn't see that there was like a spot of something,
Yeah.
I would just wash it again.
No,
And it
it's happened to
doesn't
both
trigger.
of us.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
if
it's
I
happened.
leave a spot, you wash it again, and I'm not
Yeah,
like,
yeah. We're
you know
usually
what?
like, oh, this didn't get like we just point it out, but we just don't
But
point
we
it
don't
out.
point it out as the other person, but
Yeah.
like, oh, this grease of the chicken just got stuck.
Grease. This grease.
This grease. Cody Winnicky was saying, who's charging 300 an hour for today's therapy stream?
I
mean, I
don't know.
think
We're
it's
in the
more
red,
than-
Danny.
More than
We
300.
need to sell the painting so I can have like 20 minutes with you.
No, all my time for you is free, Nicolas.
Oh, thanks.
Throw up, please, in the mic.
Throw up? What?
In the mic, because you hate loving.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm
Gestures.
dying inside. Yeah.
Saint Gales was saying, take a chill pill, everyone. Arturo was saying, hello, everyone. Saludos a todos. Hola, Arturo.
Saludos, Arturo.
Lapis Exilis
Ooh.
was saying,
So?
hello, everyone. Nesrin Amin was saying, we love listening to you, Danny. Thank you so much, Nesrin. That's so nice. Catherine was saying, hello, Lapis Exilis. Saint Gales was saying, mañana tengo la entrega final de anatomía, miología y osteología de la extremidad superior pectoral y cintura escapular en movimiento.
¿Quién está diciendo?
Saint Gales tiene una entrega final de anatomía.
Oh. ¿Cómo? ¿Y qué es lo que tiene que estudiar otra vez?
Miología y osteología de
¿Miología?
miología
Dios.
y osteología de la extremidad superior pectoral y cintura escapular en movimiento.
Oh my God.
Carla was saying it can make you feel not valued or unimportant when people step in what you're saying. Yes, 100%. Catherine was saying, I think we all recognize those triggers. So annoying. 100%. Carla Anglada was saying dulce chili. Dulce chili is sleeping very comfortably here. She just like twists her body. So cute. I mean, look at her. Look at her.
I can't.
Nicolas.
I'm painting.
Annie dice, hola Nico y Dani y Chili, los veo mientras como un caldito para mi resfriado.
Uy,
Resulta que una amiga va a Bogotá esta semana y me pidió que le preguntara a qué galerías o museos le recomiendan ir y si hay alguna manera de comprar alguno de sus libros. Saludos.
tan amable por lo de los libros. No,
Muchas gracias,
ya no hay
Annie.
más
Sí, no.
libros. Muy querida, muy amable. Desafortunadamente ya no hay más. ¿A qué galerías o museos? ¿Pero conocen Bogotá? ¿Conocen Colombia?
Y pues depende, ¿no? Porque sí, o sea, full turístico acá la gente va al Museo del Oro, digamos,
Sí,
pero no sé si de pronto están interesados en más como arte contemporáneo o como galerías que tengan como shows rotando, como que uno decirle, ay, o sea, siento que es muy distinto uno decir vaya al Museo del Oro que vaya a San Felipe, a las galerías en San Felipe, como
sí.
que tocaría saber un poquito de qué les interesa. Eh, Jeff Acuff was saying, great therapy session. Now
Oh.
you can Venmo us. It was a joke. I know that everyone says Venmo, but we don't
We
have
don't
that
have,
here.
by the way.
Yeah, that was a joke.
Yeah, we can't have that here.
But you can
PayPal.
just
Yeah, PayPal.
do a donation in our
PayPal.
webpage or PayPal us. PayPal us? No,
PayPal us.
PayPal us. Uh, Wait a second. Mm,
You good?
yes.
Okay.
Mm,
Do you need anything?
no, 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 no. Sorry. Sorry. Carla Gómez dice, tengo una duda. Cuando
Mhm.
comprimimos la escala de valores en pintura, ¿es similar a una foto sobre o subexpuesta?
O sea, no sé si la asociaría con eso, no sé si haría como una analogía precisamente con eso. Supongo que cuando una foto está subexpuesta pasan esas cosas y cuando una foto está sobreexpuesta pasan
También,
ese tipo de
sí.
cosas, pero no sé. Hay fotos viejas, por ejemplo, que simplemente por digamos que por la tecnología de ese momento, por cómo se tomaban las fotos, eh, las fotografías son dentro de un rango tonal mucho más comprimido, pero eran unas fotos que no se estaba, o sea, no es que estuvieran mal tomadas, sino que esa simplemente era la naturaleza de las fotografías. Es que estoy tratando de asociarlo como a algo, a un proceso fotográfico específico. Em, Voy a pensar como en qué fotógrafo puede ser un ejemplo chévere de lo que es comprimir el rango tonal.
Saint Girls dice, pues me pongo mi nombre y punto pelota. Sería chistoso que se ponga
Punto
Saint
pelota.
Girls, ¿cómo se llama? Creo que nos había dicho, pero no sé. Jorge punto pelota. Jorge y punto pelota.
Mira, en fotografía, Edward Steichen es súper chévere para como un ejemplo de eso. Es espectacular. Son espectaculares las fotos de él. Edward Steichen.
Mira la Coco.
No la voy a mirar, mi amor. Por ejemplo, el Flatiron, el, el,
¿Edificio?
el edificio de Flatiron en Manhattan, él tomó una foto que parece una pintura, parece un nocturno de Whistler. Es una
¿Sí?
puta locura, es precioso.
Me la muestras luego.
Sí,
Em, Arturo dice, ajá, como jaja, pero es que no, es que cuando uno lee a destiempo,
pero ¿a qué sí, no te puedes
no
reír de un
sé,
chiste que
pues
desconozco. O
no, él
no, sí
dice
se puede.
jajaja. Sí, Arturo se estaba riendo por allá.
Pues solo, ahora aparentemente,
Saint
porque no,
Girls
no.
dice que se llama Raimo. Entonces, Raimo y punto pelota. A ver. Mm, Catherine was saying Chili seems completely knocked out. Oh, when she sleeps, when I hold her and she sleeps, or when you hold her, she's just like passed out
Yeah, she
always.
collapses.
Yeah. Mm, Roslyn Oh,
Sira.
okay, because Alejandro was saying, Roslyn, are you still around this side of the pond? And Roslyn was saying, Alejandro, till Saturday, but I'll be back soon. Ooh.
Ooh.
So Roslyn's now competing with Jeff Acuff
Yeah.
for OPL's World Trotter
Yeah.
2023. Yeah. Alejandro Morales was saying, wait, Nico, what? You still have one book around? I hope. Mine.
What?
I don't know.
Alejandro? You got your book? Oh, Alejandro, don't even start. He was the Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah. Wait, Nico, what? You still have one book around? I hope. Mine.
What? We sent that book.
Yeah. Like a long ago.
Yeah, no, Alejandro, no empieces.
Liad was saying, OMG. Nicolas is using a mole stick. I'm so proud of you, Nicolas. And so in all caps.
I know. The elbow has been terrible. So yes. Don't make me regret it, Liat, please.
Annie dice, es su primera vez en Bogotá, pero sí le gustaría algo más independiente, además de lo turístico. Gracias. Las galerías en San Felipe, yo digo.
Sí, que se haga un tour por San Felipe.
San Felipe es un barrio.
Entonces.
¿Qué? Porque dijiste entonces y yo porque repetí entonces.
No sé.
Alejandro Morales was saying, Danny, your picture reminds me of the books How to Tame Your Dragon. The camera right now with my little dragon sleeping.
Chimuelo.
Yeah. Chimuela, no. Let's see, because I was like bouncing around comments when we started therapy. So let's see where I was before. So Andrei Blason Art was saying, hey everyone, can you share the name of that plugin? I was just setting up OBS workflow for the whole day yesterday and was thinking about how to handle the distortion. So yes, for sure. I think this was before we said the name, but it's called 3D Transform. Marcio Carvalho was saying gamut masking method.
Oh, like Gurney? Kind of? Yeah, but I'm not quite doing that though. I think if your palette is analogous, you could mask your palette. You could mask your color wheel any way you want, really. You don't. It doesn't have to be like those kind of weird shapes that Gurney does when he's finding his color gamut. But yeah, no, I do it more like instinctively. I don't do it quite mechanically. I do it kind of like in my brain, knowing what section of the palette I'm gonna, stick to when I paint. But I don't quite do it like in my color wheel. So.
Sofía Centurión dice, jajaja, tranqui, lo imaginé. Pero quería preguntar, espero no haber sido pesada. Muchísimas gracias por responder y gracias, Dani.
No, Sofi, tranquila.
Sofi, nunca.
¿Cómo se le ocurre?
Roslyn was saying 8 and a laughing emoji and some hearts.
Yeah, Saturday the 8th.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, I don't know when this was, but it always fits.
Oh, it could be anything.
8.
Yeah, it could be anything.
Yeah, always fits. Gaby Pérez dice, y hablando de AI, o sea, no sé cuándo hablamos de AI.
Yo, en los títulos.
Por eso es que
yo te colaboro.
Ah, ya sé, no. Con lo de la gallina.
En los títulos, exacto.
¿Cómo así los títulos?
Pues yo dije que podía ser un título de Damien Hirst.
Mi amor, yo al principio fue la que dije que eso parecía un título de algo.
Mi amor, te amo. Entonces yo dije que parecía un título de Damien Hirst o un título de Dalí o algo hecho por inteligencia artificial. Te amo mucho.
Voy a volver a ver el video.
Como quieras.
O sea, esto me acuerdo que tú dijiste, pero creo que yo dije antes que parecía un título de algo.
Sí, pues no te estoy quitando esa
Mi
parte.
amor, te amo. Pero yo dije que
Pues sí,
parecía
pues
un
ya
título
ibas
de
a
algo.
decir, es que cuando yo dije lo de Damien Hirst,
Nunca dije eso, solo
ya
dije
no
que
más,
parecía.
por Dios.
Gaby Pérez dice, y hablando de AI,
Sí, señora.
¿ya jugaron con el nuevo AI de Photoshop?
No,
No.
este he visto resto de videos de ese, pero es que yo he jugado resto con mi Journey, Gaby, eh, entonces, pues digamos que esa, es chistoso verlo como parte de Photoshop, pero eh, me lo imagino, me lo imagino desde mi Journey, entonces, o sea, no es como que no me lo puedo imaginar, me lo imagino re bien, la verdad. Es que tú puedes tener una foto, Linda, digamos, tú sales en la playa y si tú quieres seguir y si tú quieres ampliar esa foto y decirle que haya, puedes
Ay, yo he
decirle que
visto
haya
videos de eso
más
en
playa.
Instagram.
Exacto,
Sí,
es
sí,
que la
sí.
gente está obsesionada ahorita con, pues no obsesionada, pero está investigando como esa herramienta resto. Y le puedes decir
Que la grande y que
sí,
te
que
quite
hacia
tal
arriba que ponga
parte.
más cielo, pero
Sí,
después le puedes decir que haya un castillo en el cielo.
sí, sí,
Entonces,
sí. Sí, sí, he
agranda
visto.
todo y hace...
O sea, la verdad lo vi, no sabía que era de Photoshop,
Sí,
pero
es
sí lo vi.
nuevo. Sí, es un plugin
O
ahí
sea,
que le...
sabía que Photoshop ahora tenía una herramienta de AI, había
Mm,
visto esos videos, pero
sí.
no sabía que
Sí,
eran lo mismo.
sí, están muy populares.
Luis Fernando Bernal was saying the chicken thing is a good prompt for AI generated image. 100%, yes.
It sounds like something that people would put in there.
Cody Winnicky was saying I thought it sounded like a Hannah Hawk
Oh,
title.
oh, nice, nice.
The
Also,
chicken with its paw holding a brush to
could
the throat of a
okay.
Weimar Republic of the
Oh,
Weimar
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Republic. Mm, Liad was saying, Danny, I have a question regarding the Discord server. Should I message you on Instagram about it? Yeah, for sure. But I have to say, Liad, I don't know a lot about Discord. If I'm being completely honest, I changed my phone like a month ago, a couple
Yeah.
months ago, and I think I don't have Discord here. I should, but I don't
No,
know if I have it. Maybe not.
maybe not.
Maybe not, Nicolás.
Ay, de pronto
Ay,
not.
de pronto que no, óyeme. Nope.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't have the. No, tranquila, tranquila. I don't have the SpongeBob game either. It's in the cloud.
oh, very sad.
That is so terrible.
Gone forever.
No, it's in the cloud. I said.
Well, yeah, but
Have
that's
to.
like tied to your Play Store, which is not your Apple Store. So I don't know how that would work.
Really?
Yep.
No, I think I linked it with my mail.
Email? Okay. If it does link,
Maybe, I don't know. Ay, chili, ¿sí ves? ¿Sí ves? Let's see. Mm, where were we? Jeff Acuff, I don't know when this was, but Jeff was saying, "Oh my god, you guys are hilarious today."
what?
Thank you, Jeff.
Show some respect, please.
Uh, Liad was saying, "July hot as hell." When we were trying to say
Yeah,
the word, I don't know if it has to rhyme though.
I think it should.
Mm, Gaby dice, la gente va a tener cámaras análogas y una carita feliz, porque quiero
What?
fotos desde la perspectiva de los invitados, solo que las cámaras desechables están carísimas, jajaja. Y como es tan chiqui la boda, vamos a poner nuestras cámaras,
Ah,
jajaja.
bueno.
Y luego dice, jajaja, jajaja. O sea,
Es-
empezó así, y luego
Pero
en mayúscula.
qué es ese
Voy a
esa
confiar
risa
en mis
de
compañeros.
mariachi? Ja, 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 ay.
Sí, jajaja. Dice, confiar en mis compañeros de arte y que sepan manejar cámaras.
No, tres cámaras se van a dañar esa
Sí,
noche,
una se
Gaby.
va a ahogar en
Sí,
aguardiente
no, no, no. ¿La van a meter en la
y
cubeta de hielo?
el lente del otro, sí, va a tener un tacón. Se le va a meter un tacón, taconazo.
Sí, mucha fe le tienen a la gente borracha, Gaby.
Catherine was saying, I missed so much. and a sad face, but I'll listen to it tomorrow. Um, Live is so much more fun, but I was so busy painting, I missed the notification. No, but you're here.
It
We're
don't
still
worry.
here, so you can listen to the bad puns afterwards.
Yes. No
Mm,
no rush for those. You're no rush.
Gaby dice, en defensa de Dani, yo soy así con Olivia, mi gata, y Kimchi. Existen
Olivia.
y yo todo el tiempo les tomo fotos y obligo a Chris a mirarlas. Jajaja.
Feliz todos.
Eh, JJ was saying, do you sell videos of classes for those who cannot attend in person? Oh no, JJ, the classes that we were talking about are online courses. So the ones that Carla was asking that start in
January
January
2024.
2024.
Yeah.
No, I was just like trying to remember if it was Carla who asked, but I think
Oh.
it was Carla. They are online. So
Yes, but no, and unfortunately, no, we don't offer like recorded or edited classes. No.
but they are online.
Yes, they are online, but we don't offer them as online courses that you could download.
No. Let's see.
People that attend to the classes, they can privately download the sessions, but those are private YouTube videos,
Yes.
and that's done by invitation only.
Let's see. This is all the therapy talk.
Yeah.
A ver. ¿Qué pasó? Chili. She's trying to climb to give me a kiss. Gade Gaby dice, hola chicos, creo que llegué para el final casi. Me encanta cómo está quedando, lo veré desde el principio cuando termine. Lo de la escala de valores comprimida que preguntaron antes, dice,
Sí.
no se relaciona con la sub/sobreexposición, sino con la cámara con escaso rango tonal. En la sub/sobreexposición puede haber un amplio rango tonal, depende del sensor.
Muy bien, y eso es, Gaby es fotógrafa, entonces
Sí, acuérdate, entonces.
lo que diga Gaby va.
Sí.
Lo que diga Gaby es
Sí.
paren bolas, como decimos acá. Si no saben qué es eso, es lo que suena.
Sí, haga caso a Gaby. Haga caso a de Gaby. Es como un segmento antes del noticiero, ¿no? Y sale
Gaby
Gaby a
feliz
decir
con el
tips.
segmento, sí.
Sí. Alejandro Morales. Oh, Alejandro was saying the book was broken. You wanted to bring a replacement when you visit Europe.
Ah, bueno.
Sí, sí, sí.
Bueno, no. Tranquilo, Alejandro, tranquilo.
Alejandro Morales was saying, oh, the one of the...
Pero Alejandro, confírmeme otra vez, el Hendrix está bien.
Me estoy acordando, ¿sí?
Sí.
Sino que llegó, creo que con una abulladora
Abolladura.
Abulladora.
Abulladora.
Esquina. Alejandro was saying, Danny, I picture you with Chili and I imagine Hicks carrying his little dragon. I have my little dragon. She's my little coyote. My little rocket. Because she does look like a raccoon, a baby raccoon. Ani dice San Felipe, anotado, muchas gracias. No, Ani, con gusto y que ojalá...
¿De dónde viene la amiga?
A la amiga la reciba un buen tiempo. No se confíe, en Bogotá hace mucho sol, a veces, que quema, entonces bloqueador importante. Y a la media hora llueve.
¿De dónde viene la amiga?
¿De dónde viene la amiga, Ani? Uy, país llanero.
Ay,
Mira, mira lo que haces.
ella
Y
también.
mira, mueve la cola.
Ella quería cantar también.
Ay, mírala.
Ya, ya la
Te
miré.
está moviendo la cola. No, ahora va a querer saltar hacia allá. No, chilangas, estamos trabajando, por favor. País llanero was saying, estaba diciendo, hola muchachos, it's been a while since I saw y'all live. Chile looks glorious. She is. She's a
Glorious.
glorious
Glorious.
princess. She is so beautiful. ¿Cómo está País Llanero? ¿Qué es de la vida de País Llanero? ¿Qué ha hecho? ¿Cómo está? ¿Cómo va todo? Chile tiene hipo. Ah,
Jair hizo una pintura muy bonita de la abuela.
¿sí? No la he
Sí,
visto,
muy
tengo que
bonita.
decir.
Muy bonita. Y le
¿Está en
comenté.
Instagram?
Sí,
Tengo que verla.
me gustó mucho.
Ven, chila. Ay, no te dije, pero la vez pasada una señora en el parque
Sí.
me vio y me dijo, ay, yo te vi la vez pasada. Chilangas es que se llama tu perrita.
Muy bien. Sí, señora. Y
Ella
uno
se
les
llama
es
Chili, pero sí le digo chilangas. Me dijo, ay, no, a mí me dio mucha
chilangueras.
risa, chilangas. Sí, me acordé. Eh,
Me encanta Langas.
Saint Girls.
Aquí está que se quiere
Sí, pues
trepar.
es que tú hiciste el grito de país llanero y ella se estaba tratando de pasar a tu lado. Saint Girls dice, Ale, me voy a dormir que mañana madrugo. Vaya bien la sesión. Muchas
Bueno, a
gracias.
estudiar ese
Sangales.
homoplato. A estudiar ese homoplato, esa
Mientras
clavícula,
lava los platos
ese
de...
pectoralis majoris. Cuando vea el pectoralis majoris, piense en mí.
No,
Mm.
gracias, Saint Girls, bloqueenos. Cody Winnicky was saying, Jair Piñeros. In that voice, Nicolas does. Ha ha ha. I bet he does it when they get your comment also. Hi,
Siempre,
Jair Piñeros.
siempre
So it's
hago, siempre,
País Llanero. How
siempre.
is it?
¡Ay, llanero!
Uy, no. No, me arrepentí. Alejandro Morales was saying, Nicolás,
Alejandro Morales.
why is this painting not looking chalky? If you're using copious amounts of white?
Yeah. First of all, because I scumbled it. I'm not using copious amounts of white. I was using a very kind of thin layer because that's what scumbling should do. It's just opaquely, it should cover the surface. But if you, I mean, you're not here with the painting, but you should trust me on this. Like I can actually still make out the drawing, the underdrawing, you know, in my painting. That means that the layer that I've put down seems way thicker than what it is, but I actually have a ton of room to work on still. So yeah, that's the key. Just have like I don't particularly consider myself. I've often spoken about how I don't have like a soft touch when I paint. This would be one of those times where you have to have uh, a bit of sensibility when you're putting down paint.
Mm, Gade Gabi dice, ha 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 ha. Dana was saying, oh my, the vocals. And Cody was saying, ha ha ha, I called that. Eh, País Llanero was saying, ha 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 ha, Chile missed me.
Siempre.
Cody.
Ese no fue Chile, ese era yo, pero bueno.
Roslyn was saying, Cody, ha 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 ha. And like, tiro al blanco. So like spot on.
Spot on the spot,
Mm,
bullseye.
And País Llanero was saying, ha ha ha, Cody, you got it, ha ha ha. And País Llanero was saying, it just keeps getting better.
Or worse,
Yeah,
depending on how
define
you see
better,
it. Yeah,
please.
it's like more.
It's
I don't know if it's better.
getting
It's just more.
bigger. Yeah, it's getting louder. Mm, a ver. Rosalind Dion, talking about, I guess, Alejandro's question about the painting not looking chalky,
Yes.
was saying, excellent question. And the upper lip lighting is so cool. And some claps. Clap emoji. Clapping emoji. Esmeralda León dice, hola mis queridos amigos, besos y abrazos, bendiciones. Esmeralda, hicimos referencia a la vecina de Esmeralda hace un tiempo,
Mm.
hace un ratico.
Y tengo unas medias, Esmeralda, si me puede colaborar.
Pero
Usted
Esmeralda
dirá
que si
cuándo
nos
paso.
ayuda a restregarle porque es que tienen unas manchas abajo de pasto.
Tienen, como decimos acá, no sé si allá en nuestro país vecino, mucho percudido.
Pero tú
Mucho
sabes qué es
percudido.
percudido.
Más cudido.
No, tú
¿No?
sabes qué es
No,
percudido.
la
Es que
verdad
yo
no.
lo usaba mal.
Yo uso percudido
Cuando
para
algo
la
está
ropa. No
manchado
sé
y
qué
sucio.
más.
No, 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 sí. Pero mi hermana me explicó que percudido
Tu
es
hermana de nuevo,
cuando,
otra vez.
cuando mi hermana siempre está presente.
Ujú.
Cuando
Qué mamera.
de tanto lavar las cosas se manchan. Porque yo decía, uy, está percudido de pasto. Y ella me decía, eso no es percudido.
Bueno, pero por favor, trae Diccionario Real de la Academia
Porque
Española de
dices
la Lengua.
drae,
Diccionario Real de la Academia Española de la Lengua.
rae.
Esa es la Real Academia Española de la Lengua.
Pero es que drae.
DRAE es el Diccionario Real de la Academia Española de la Lengua. Me traes, ¿qué
Me
es?
traes un vasito con
Me
agua.
traes un vaso de agua. Me dices DRAE, ¿qué dice de percudido? ¿O si
De
eres tan
pronto mi
amable?
hermana por primera vez en su vida estaba mal.
¡Uy, madre vida!
Dice, eh, del latino penetrare.
Del latín, ¿no? Más
Lat,
bien.
lat, sí, yo
Sí.
dije latino.
Te voy a penetrar,
Ay, no, pero es que está.
Sí, ahora hay
No.
un reggaetón de penetrar,
Oye, ¿qué es esta bobada? Mira,
¿Qué?
percudido, me meto a la RAE
Ujú.
y
Penetro en la
No,
RAE.
no, no, entonces estaba mal. ¿Qué está pasando acá?
Mi amor, no es tan difícil.
Uno espicha y se va a otra palabra. O
Te
sea,
espicho en la RAE.
espiché y decía penetrar.
Te picho y te pene.
Percudir.
Sí.
Dicho de la suciedad. Penetrar en algo.
Sí, percudido es que penetró
Por eso
la
hice clic en
mugre.
la palabra y entonces le da a uno la otra definición. Entonces no, este es del latín percutere.
Percutere.
Percutere y el
Ah,
mío trapo.
bueno, ahí te fuiste italiano para latín. Pero oye, ¿y percu será es un sonido, percusión será un sonido penetrante?
Entonces, percu latín.
Percu, ¿penetrante es percu? ¡Ay! Un martillo percutor, como un taladro percutor, así es que se dice, es el que hace toco, 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 toco. Percutor es que penetra, por ejemplo, mi taladro tiene como un martillo percutor, que es el que hace que la broca se mueva así, tucu, 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 para que penetre más en la pared. Entonces, percu puede ser penetrar, pero
Pero
entonces
no encuentro.
percusión, etimología, percusión. Etimología, percusión. Pero hubiera sido
Del
eh,
latín,
del latino
percusio,
penetrar, hubiera sido más como una bachata,
percusión,
¿o no?
hice. Golpeteo.
Un golpeteo. Sí, imaginar un Romeo Santos. Golpeteo penetra. No, no pude.
¿Qué te está
Traté de hacer un
pasando?
Romeo, pero no
Número
pude.
2 de la definición.
Mm.
Maltratar o ajar la tez o el lustre de las cosas.
¿Ajar la tez? ¿Ajar? Pues la tez,
Sí.
la
Uy, me
superficie.
ajé la tez.
Ay, jue madre,
Las
no
gafas
me.
me ajan
¿Por
la
qué me
tez
acacheteaste, me
terrible.
ajaste la tez? Oye, ¿qué es ajar?
Pues maltratar.
No, 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 no.
¿Herir?
Ajar, no, como debe ser como oscurecer.
¿Qué fue Chile?
Mm, ruborizar.
Ajar
Ajar.
definición. Terreno sembrado de ajos.
No me joda. Sí, esa era, gracias, la que necesitábamos. Ajar verbo.
Desgastar, deteriorar
Desgastar.
o deslucir algo por el tiempo o el
Deslucir.
uso. Por
Mm,
el tiempo o el uso, mi hermana
sí.
tiene
Tú me has
razón.
ajado.
Entonces, si
Tú
está
me has
ajado,
ajado,
es
Daniela.
que lo han usado tanto que, o sea, no,
Mm,
porque yo a veces tenía una camisa nueva y si me sentaba en pasto, pues me
mm,
acostaba en pasto y
mm,
la dañaba, yo decía, la percudí con pasto y mi hermana me decía, no, porque es nueva.
Tu hermana me estoy dando cuenta que dice muchas cosas.
Mm, mm.
Ujú.
Eh,
Uy, Chili, ¿tú también sabes qué es
¿Qué
ajar o
le
qué?
dio?
Chili me va a bajar el oído, jue madre, con ese, con ese chillido.
Esmeralda dice, con mucho gusto les pongo el jabón, no importa si está percudido. Mucho gusto le doy el jabón para que usted restriegue.
Usted mire a ver, ya
Ahí
le...
está el jabón. Hazle, se
Sí,
lo regalo.
ahí está la
La barra
alberca y
entera.
ahí está el totumo.
A ver, dice y dice. País Llanero dice, bien muchachos, pintando, ahora pinto full time. Gracias Nico, es mi mejor
Uy,
pintura hasta ahora. Uy, País Llanero, qué bueno. Qué bueno que ande pintando tiempo completo.
pintando anda.
Mm, Cody was saying País Llanero, not Jair Piñeros, but
Ujú.
País Llanero, I'm gonna say. It's my favorite name that Nicolas reads, so I would be sad if he didn't do that.
I think Danny was the one who came up with País Llanero. I think so.
I
Yeah.
always get like all my intellectual property is stolen.
Oh my God.
So let's say it
Come
was
to think of it, I
Nicolas.
think it was my idea.
Yeah, it's
Sorry.
always your idea. I mean,
Yeah.
always. A ver. País Llanero dice better as in me pone la piel de gallina. More and more every time I hear it. Muchachos, ya tengo que irme, pero qué gusto verlos live otra vez.
No, pero
Pero
vino
y País
a...
Llanero se despide y luego dice ajar disminuir.
Mm.
Ya les chao, chao. Ay, pero ¿de qué hablan? Espere,
Un momento, ya les busco.
espere.
Ya les hago la vuelta.
Mm,
Si se va a ir, váyase, no moleste.
Alejandro Morales was saying, Dear friends, dear Danny, dear Nico, love you all. I need to sleep. Good night. See you soon. Have a good night, Alejandro, and it was very nice to have you here again. País
Guten Nacht.
Nacht. ¿Se dice
¿Noche?
así?
¿Sí? ¿Buenas noches?
No sé.
Sí, creo.
País Llanero was saying, Chao todos.
Chais Llanero.
So J.R.
Ajá.
Koser was saying, Congratulations, Danny, with the painting today. You have become the most painted model / subject in all
No,
of art history.
wait.
No, this is not me.
This is Fer.
This is
Oh
Fer,
my God.
who is Nicola's daughter.
It's just
So,
she's getting bigger.
yeah.
So
We're
no,
looking alike, maybe. She's
no,
living
no,
with me so much that.
no. So Danny doesn't have
No.
the Uribe, the
Lips.
Beninhoff lips. I have to say, those are my. I think that's my mother. She's younger, and
I
that's
don't
me
know.
and my sister Tacha. And I think Fer has them. Samu kind of, but not quite.
No. And
But
Fer has them, but she had them more when she was more
when she
little.
was little, but she's still, you know, it's
No,
our
she
lip.
has
It's
it.
my
She has
lips.
it. No, but in your case, like you've always had like very like rich lips. I don't
Yeah,
know how to say that. That
full.
sounds weird.
I like to call them
Full
full
and rich.
of joy, ready to give to your world. I don't know.
I mean,
just,
if they're your lips, so you say whatever disgusting thing you want to say.
oh my God, what?
But yeah, she has more of your lips.
Yes. And she doesn't have, Fed has like a more bulbous nose,
Mhm.
rounder nose. Her
Mhm.
nostrils are like a little to the side. Danny has like a super sharp nose. So yeah, maybe in mood, they, you know, I when I paint Danny, they can share a mood. I don't want to make it sound like this is the most depressing household ever. But no, they're quite different. The thing is, Fed is like growing up at a you know tremendous speed.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why. But
No, and she does look a lot like her mom.
yeah, I mean, uh,
Like you
you know
and
that
her
I
mom.
debate that a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah, yeah.
But you know, but you see it that way, and I don't want to tell you that what you see is wrong. So I see it differently. I feel, but
Mm, Rosalind Dion was saying, I wonder who that is really in art history, the most painted subject. Interesting idea.
oh, that's a really good idea.
Really
That's a
good
really good
question.
question.
Yeah, Rosalind.
And do you mean like human, right? Like a portrait? The most painted person, let's say. Who would
¿Cómo así, mi amor? What was
well
that question?
well she said subject.
What is? I wonder
Subject could
who
be
that is
like,
in real. The most painted subject. Okay, yeah, like
yeah,
an
yeah,
apple.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay.
But if it is a human,
Oh,
oh,
hey, Janae was saying Roslyn, and I think they're right. I imagine Jesus is up there.
oh, of
100%,
course.
yeah.
Oh, Janae,
And
why did you come up with that so quickly?
Dana was like, most painted is likely a religious figure.
Yeah,
Sean was saying, Sean Farley, gotta be Jesus.
gotta be Jesus.
And I
That's a
love
good
that.
title. That's a bar. That's a
Gotta be
bar's name.
Jesus, yeah.
Gotta be Jesus.
Carla Anglada was saying, I think paintings of Danny would be up there. So it's Jesus and Danny.
Yeah.
um,
Jesus is slowly looking at, the list,
yeah.
and you're moving up.
It's
And he's
like,
like, Jesus
keep it
Christ.
up,
She's
believers.
coming for me. Jesus Christ.
Hey, Janae was saying, even though there's so many
What does
versions of
Jesus
him.
say if he tries to say Jesus Christ? Mimi? Or he just like doesn't say anything? Like, what would Jesus say if he's saying Jesus Christ? It's like me. And God is like, don't curse. I just said me. Don't curse.
So, hey, Janae was saying, even though there's so many versions of him, and Janae was also saying, I've been waiting for a moment to chime in.
Oh,
That
that
was
was
perfect timing.
yeah.
I mean, I was thinking about, like, who could that be? And I think you
Yeah.
were also thinking that too. Like, thinking about Jesus paintings
Can I
to be
be
honest, it didn't cross my mind.
can I be
So,
totally sincere with you? And this is me, Catholic school, by the way, 12 years. When I think of Jesus, I don't think of Jesus like as a real character in like a
like a
you
human?
think of like, yeah, Julius Caesar as somebody in history, or like Cleopatra as somebody in history. I don't think of Jesus as somebody in history. I just think of him as like a mythological character.
And Kevin AK also said, I would guess the most painted person is Jesus.
Yeah, but it doesn't make sense that I don't like equate him to like, you know, if you think of Socrates, it's like
That's how you
that's
say
like
Socrates?
Socrates.
Socrates? You
Yeah.
said Socrates.
Yeah, well, that sounded like
Socrates.
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 Yeah, who's ready to buy a soccer tee? Our
Of
painted live soccer
Socrates.
tee.
Of Socrates.
Yeah.
I like more
Socrates.
Socrates.
Socrates. That's probably the Greek way
Probably.
of
You're
saying
just
it.
like
Yeah, but
inventing things
I
as you
don't
go.
know. It's just, you know what it is? Now that I'm thinking about it, it's just that I don't associate with any other human being on Earth, on our known history, our recorded history. I don't associate any other person with miracles. I don't think, oh yeah, Socrates, he walked on water.
No,
Oh
but
yeah,
miracles.
Socrates, he made a bush
No, but
speak.
miracles are not only Jesus' thing.
What? Who else does miracles? I
Look.
mean saints and stuff.
Yeah,
But
La
but those
Madre
are like,
Teresa.
yeah, but no. Yeah, but no. I mean, come on. Nobody no aren't you weirded out that nowadays nobody does a miracle? Nobody? Nobody turns like a staff into a serpent, or a serpent into a staff. I forget what the order was. Nobody makes like a bush like turn, what is it? Ignite? I don't know. I'm thinking of Moses. Maybe Jesus or Moses, one of those. Nobody rises people from the dead. Maybe doctors, but that's different. Nobody makes blind people see. Again, maybe doctors, but it's different. I don't know. Nobody turns water into wine. It's very hard, very tough. So maybe all those things compounded. I always think of like Jesus and like Zeus. I'm serious. I'm like 100% serious. Jesus. Gabriel Jesus. It's the mix of both. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's just in my brain. I just don't like. There's nothing real in so many. It's so weird. But this is probably the most humanistic human being in our history, in Western history, and he's still the most kind of harder to grasp being also, because he's not human. So it's very strange to just think of somebody real as not human. It's very weird. He's God. I mean, why would you think of God as a person? It's just weird. It is weird. So if not Jesus, who would that be? Who do you think? Who do you think?
So Gade Gabi,
Okay.
going to no, it goes with your topic, but it's in Spanish. So I'm gonna
Okay.
read that
Yeah.
so we can have both
Yeah.
worlds
Okay. The G and the
answering.
Zeus.
Gade Gabi dice, jaja, igual es un buen tema para hablar porque en general el arte se enfoca más en expresiones humanas de pesadumbre, tristeza, seriedad, aburrimiento,
Es
etc.
verdad.
So who would that be?
If not Jesus.
Well, Carla said me, but I think that's wrong.
Maybe. I'm sure there's like, leaders,
Of course.
philosophers.
No, and of course
kings.
I'm joking. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably the answer is probably a little boring in the sense that it's I wonder if it's somebody from like Greek Roman times or like
well, I mean, let me read that comment.
do reproductions count?
Do reproductions?
Do reproductions count?
So, let me see. Hey, Janae was saying, I think the most those old Greeks are probably the most sculpted.
Right. Yeah.
So, there's a BBC article
Oh, there we go.
that says the most painted woman in the world.
What? Let me think. Okay,
Now you're seeing it.
I don't know if I recognized her super quickly.
No, I don't know, but maybe I thought you would. I
Wait.
don't know.
Okay, give me the
So I don't know the name. It says the French cabaret star Suzy
star.
Solidor.
Suzy
Was
Solidor.
Suzy Solidor
Oui, oui.
was once a mainstream artist with a
Okay.
striking awareness of the power of propagating her own image.
Okay.
Holly Williams looks back.
That's a good article. Could you leave that for me?
100%.
open?
It says
How many?
she's
I need
known
a
as
number.
the most painted woman in the world.
Okay, I need a number.
Oh God, I'm winning.
We can beat her, Danny.
Around 225 artists. Oh no, I thought paintings. No, yeah. Around 225 artists have captured the captivating likeness of Suzy Solidor,
Wait.
including Tamara
De Lampica.
de Lampica,
I was gonna say that painting that we're
Jean
seeing. That's
de
Tamara de Lampica.
Cocteau,
Oui, oui.
Francis Bacon,
Okay. I
Man
remember her.
Ray,
Okay.
and Francis
Picabia.
Picabia.
Okay.
A French cabaret star, she was a major mainstream recording artist in the 1930s.
So
Even though she sang really rather explicit songs of the lesbian desire, today, however, the chanteuse
okay.
is hardly a familiar face.
Okay, could you wait? Is the record that 225 artists painted her?
Well, that's what it says here. So I guess.
Could we read? We could break a record. Do you want to do like an end of the year record? We could call people. We could just say, "Hey, let's no, because the Guinness would be like they need to be there. We would need to have 230 artists.
Why?
Because I don't think they allow things to be. It would be very tough for us to have like a room, like a virtual room, like a Zoom room with 250 people painting you at the same time.
And I could pose?
Yeah? Well, you
like
don't have
for
to
the
pose.
whole.
They painted from photos.
Okay.
Man Ray took photos of her. That's fine. Bacon, I'm sure, painted her from photos.
That would be so cool.
Do you want to be the most painted woman in history?
I would love to. That's so weird.
We could so do that.
Could you imagine? I
That
have
is
a world
such a breakable
record.
record.
I have a Guinness record.
If the Guinness allows for like virtual, if it allows virtual painting, because I mean, Picabia and Bacon and Man Ray, they weren't painting her or photographing her at the same time. They only did it
That's like the best conversation starter.
hi. Well, who are
Hi.
you? Who do you want to start a conversation with?
With people. No,
Yeah,
it's
and
I
you're
would.
like grinder.
You
Jesus
know
Christ,
me,
Danny.
Nicolas.
You know what? The world record is off.
No.
No Guinness record for you.
Imagine like grandma.
No Guinness
Do you
record.
want to know something? I have a Guinness record. I bought the Guinness World Record for you, the book,
Yeah,
because I'm there.
you're there. Do you think? Oh, should we look into this? We could
Of
do this. We
course.
have a cool
I mean,
community.
look at
Would
this.
you guys like this? Is let's do a small little survey. If we
So-
if we did a whole thing, end of the year, like we have to plan this. So,
So
end of
let's
the year,
do a poll. So
end of the year.
would you?
Would you be interested in making Danny
Would
the most
you-
painted female
No, that's
in
not-
history?
Would you be interested?
Oh, come on. Don't
Ted.
worry. I'm writing. Like this would be me writing.
Yeah, because it sounds like super ego.
No, it's not
Typical to
ego.
say.
It's like it's a dumb like
I
let's
just
face
think
it.
it's a
It's a
game.
dumb record.
and
But it's fun.
It would be
It
the
would
best
be
thing.
fun. It would be fun.
Imagine like I don't know, Janae or Roslyn or anyone just showing, this record. I was part of this.
Oh,
We would have
yeah,
a
turn it to
community.
yeah. Would you
Turn it to
guys
what?
yeah. You're like, "Hey, this is not about me. This is about Janae. You were part of something special. I
You're
allowed you
terrible.
to be part of something
You're
special,
terrible.
Janae.
Nicolas, I'm the least
Thank you.
person like that. Like
Thank
the
you,
least-
Janae,
No. Would you be interested
for making
in
me
breaking
for allowing me to make your life
breaking
special.
a how do you write double N?
Guinness like the beer.
I don't know.
No,
I don't drink.
Guinness. Guinness, yogur Guinness.
Así con doble N y doble S.
I think so, yeah.
A Guinness
World record.
World Record with us.
That's it. That's good. We
Yes.
could so do this. I don't
Hell-
know anyone.
Hell yeah. Or
And no is hell. No is yes.
no.
No, there's no option to say no. Come on. Don't be don't
hell
be lame.
yeah. Or
Or Danny's
I'm lame.
amazing.
Or I'm lame.
No, come on. No. Hell yeah or
Not
yes.
I'm lame. Not Danny's lame. I'm lame. The
no,
person
no, I just
drinking
want
is
them
lame.
to say yes both.
Hell yeah.
Or
Or
yes.
hell to the yeah. I thought we were gonna actually measure something. Not hell
Okay.
yeah and hell to the yeah.
What do you want to measure?
Nicolas. I know. What did I
Oh, Jesus Christ. Me.
hell? Because I added an option and now I have to type
Take the
another.
option off.
I can't.
Oh,
Hell
God.
to the
Yeah.
hell to the yeah.
You are going to the hell. Nobody says that. Nobody. Okay. So leave that tab open for me.
oh my God!
What is this?
Look at this.
End poll now. Oh my God.
What's happening?
Yeah.
Are we viral, Nicolas, with this question? Let me open. What happened to
I
the
don't
chat?
know. You're a record holder, so you tell me. Guinness record holder.
So let's see. So let's read. So Rosalind was saying, "You guys, we can do this. Let's all get going on our Danny portraits.
We can so
we
fucking
can
do
beat this record."
Yeah.
Cody was saying, "Let's all do paintings of Danny and send them in." Janae was saying, "Let's do this." Rosalind
Nobody
was
remembers-
exactly, "Let's do this."
Nobody remembers the cabaret dancer. Nobody. So, but for this to be super easy
So
to
I'm
measure,
gonna be forgotten, but there's gonna be a record. That's what matters. We're
mean,
just
a forgotten
breaking the
record.
system.
I'm a forgotten record.
Yeah,
That's a pretty cool T-shirt.
I'm a forgotten Guinness.
I'm a forgotten Guinness record holder. Oh my God, that is such a cool way to introduce yourself while you're drunk at a bar and
No,
you're 80.
oh, I get now why you were saying that. How was I gonna do that? We don't start conversation just with people in a bar, drunk, Nicolas.
Okay, you don't.
No, I don't, because I'm not interested in anyone else but you.
Mm.
I love you. Rosalind was saying, exactly, let's do this. Carla was saying, yes. Rosalind was saying, hashtag paint Danny. We so have this.
Yeah, we could do this. I think I could set this up. I have to do some research as to how you go about,
But maybe so we can know that we're going to get the record.
Yeah.
It could be like, I mean, we could set up that everyone's painting at the same time, but maybe that's more complicated. But if people just send the paintings.
No, I would love it to be everyone painting at the same time. And everyone after like 3 hours of painting, everyone sends their painting.
Okay.
Yeah,
Can we?
There's like
But it would be interesting if
record.
I pose, don't you think?
Well, that would be, yeah, we could put like a live feed on you. And then for everyone else, what you would have to do is like, instead of pointing your cell phone, let's say, like, you don't have to have like a great image. You just have to point your cell phone at your painting and then just paint. And it could be the ugliest Danny ever painted.
No, but you're
it doesn't
thinking
matter.
about like a Zoom.
Yeah.
Okay.
It has to be like a virtual room.
You know
Yeah.
what we can do? We can
What's
live
the most
stream.
people?
What we can live stream the Zoom,
We could live stream all of this.
so we can be sharing like
Nothing
people
better than a
painting.
failed Guinness record attempt. Nothing better than a live video of a failed attempt.
Hey, Janae was saying hashtag most painted Danny. Yeah, I mean, if we don't win the most painted person alive,
Yeah?
Most
well,
painted
yeah,
Danny.
You can't beat Jesus.
most painted Danny.
But she doesn't beat, see? This woman doesn't beat Mary, Virgin Mary.
Alive, I said. Person alive.
Oh, alive. Nice. I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
I
Most painted Colombian alive. So we surely get that.
that colors her head, her
Red.
hair red.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, we could so do this.
Yes.
Like,
Did you say do to me? That sounds
to, like,
weird. You
everyone.
never say do to me. So let's see, because I
I've
have a
never
lot of
seen you
interactions.
as world record potential.
That's why you wanted
You
to
have
be with me.
acquired, dude.
You've been cooking this idea for 7 years.
I mean, it all comes down to this:
Yeah.
the future of our relationship.
Liad was saying, I already painted Danny. I'd be happy to do it again. That's so nice,
Hell
Liad.
yes.
Gadegawi was saying, I'm in. Carla Anglada was
Oh,
saying,
dude.
yes.
We could so.
Catherine
do
was
this.
saying, yes, let's do that.
We can so do this.
Rosalind was saying, oh, we have a plan. Ha 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 ha. J.R. Koser was saying, I would participate in painting Danny. Hey,
it
Janae
can
was
suck.
saying,
It could
I'm
be
in.
horrible. It could be horrible. It could be the most horrendous Danny ever painted. It
Yes,
still counts.
I'm up to it.
It still counts.
Yeah.
Do you think the judge is like, well, that's not Danny?
That's not Danny. That's not Danny.
I'm sorry, the
That
nose
is
is off. This doesn't count.
absolutely horrible.
Yeah.
And that's not Danny.
Oh my! Could you imagine? We have 250 people, and the judge is like, 43 people painted.
Yeah.
The other
rest
people get
go
some
to
drawing
work.
lessons.
Hey, Janae was saying, I'm in. Sean Farley
Oh
was
my
saying, I'm
God.
so in for that.
Oh my God!
Dean was saying, I'm down. Cody Winnicky was saying, I could recruit all of my students to do it too.
Look at this.
I love this.
The Danny-thon. The Danny-thon.
That sounds weird.
Marathon.
Danny-thon?
Danny-thon.
Danny-thon?
Not Danny in a thong.
No, never
No.
Danny the thong. Danny-thon.
No, what?
De Danny-ton.
No.
I mean, I'm Colombian, so La Danny-ton.
La-
Carla Anglada was saying, we. Where did everyone go?
What?
Rosalind was saying, yes. Sean Farley was saying, but there have to have been more Jesus paintings made in 2,000 years, right?
Right.
I definitely think it's time for Danny to dethrone the Son of God.
Yeah. Go to hell, Jesus.
That's why I said alive.
Yeah.
could be-
Well, maybe he comes
Yeah.
back to life, and he's like
Bah.
reclaiming his
Yeah.
record. It's like, bitch,
You
what
stupid
are you-
community.
what are you doing thinking that people are going to paint you more like me? I resurrected only to
Paint you. and to be part of this.
It's like Jesus. That's Jesus Christ. You didn't
Jesus,
have
that
to.
doesn't look like
You
me.
didn't have to, Jesus. Yeah.
Mm,
Jesus, can I say something? I know you modeled us
but you're
from
like
Earth,
over blending that,
but I
Jesus.
think you're a little bit off with her nose.
Yeah.
I mean, you are responsible for
You had a
what we
lot of
look
time
like.
for practicing, but
But let's be honest. You haven't really, turned clay into people for a long time. You're maybe off your game.
Gade Gabi was saying you can even make an in-person and online record at the same time. So you break 2 records in one day.
Oh, I don't know. We have a venue for.
No.
I mean, I know places that we could be.
The stadium?
If no, we could have a bunch of I'm pretty sure we could have over. We could have hundreds of people drawing
By the
and
way,
painting you.
I have
here.
to practice. I've never posed
What? Of course you have. I've painted
for a
you.
long time. Yeah. With
3
you.
hours. 3 hours. 20 minutes every.
No, I can't do
Yeah.
that. Yeah. I can't talk, and you're gonna be missing my humor too.
Yeah.
Cheer
How
everyone
do
up
we do this?
for the
We could
painting.
do a physical one too. We could ask. I could see where.
You could
I could set that up.
Go
I
to the
feel.
faculty.
Yeah, I could ask for a big room, big ass room. No, we need like a theater or something. We need something big for
I'm
like
thinking about,
if we have like 300 people painting you.
but how? They're not gonna see
No,
me.
probably you need to take
No, we
photos.
could do it virtual. I mean, we have this channel, which
Yeah.
is an online community. I would like for it to be
I like it
online.
too. I like that there's a online aspect to it.
Yeah, me too.
They could have an asterisk. Who cares?
Yeah.
I'm still Danny, I'm still hung up on Jesus just making a bad drawing of you. Oh my God, could you imagine
Yeah.
if Jesus was explaining something
And
to the
everyone, like-
disciples and he was trying to draw it out and everyone's like, well,
Who's that? Is
Judas
that
draws
Mary?
better.
Yeah. Nicolás. Leslie
Oh
Cavazos
my God.
Garduño.
I mean, he does miracles, but he doesn't draw that well.
Nicolás, when you
I
cry,
guess
well,
Jesus can't do everything well.
when you do that,
I don't know. But I'm dying here. I'm literally dying here. Oh, Jesus sucking at something. I love it. I love if he couldn't draw. Oh, Jesus, who's this stick figure?
and everyone
It's
around
Mary
him, like,
Magdalene. What? You can't tell? Jesus, that does not look like Mary Magdalene. Do you see the tears? I made like little tears.
your tears. I can
am
see
tearing
your
up.
tears.
I'm laughing.
Yeah.
I'm finding this way funnier than what it should be. Oh, fuck me. This is hilarious.
No, I was thinking like
Oh.
in a
And it would be a tablet. Do you think it would be a tablet? And he's like hammering away,
yeah,
like
and,
Flintstone
but I
style.
was thinking about everyone around, like, oh, it's Jesus. Is that
Yeah.
Jesus?
Oh, is he
Jesus, can I
drawing?
see it?
Is
No,
he drawing?
and he's just like covering it. It's
No,
like,
I haven't drawn in a
yeah,
while.
stop. And they
I
just
was
like,
doing carpentry.
yeah.
I think I lost my, fine motor skills. Stupid father. He's making me hammer nails.
So, Leslie Cavazos Garduño was saying, yes, I want to paint Danny too. Carla Anglada was sending a laughing emoji, crying laughing emoji. Roslyn was also sending crying emoji faces. Dana was saying, but he was a carpenter. Maybe he's good at measuring proportions.
I know,
Well,
but
Jesus would totally have an Uglo setup.
I'm an artisan. I'm not an artist. My dad was an artist. Hard to live up to the dude that modeled everyone in clay.
Let's see. Liad was saying Guinness is very weird about how records are made. You need to research it
Yes.
and reach out to them.
Oh, it's
we
the only
are.
thing we're going to do
Yeah.
from now on.
Roslyn was saying yes, same time would be insane. Hashtag OPL for the win.
Oh, fuck me.
Julia
We have this.
Tovar.
We've got this.
Julia dice, hola, los escucho mientras pinto una pared. Jajaja, de verdad. Julia, yo pensé que iba a decir que se unía. ¿Cómo está quedando la pared, Julia? Marcelo was saying, had to go out for a bit. Don't know what you're all up to, but I'm in. I'll listen back to all of it tomorrow.
I love Marcela's.
And
like,
then Marcelo said, hell
yes.
yeah.
what is it? Everyone's saying yes.
Yeah,
yes,
I mean,
count-
yeah. I was late, but I'm in. What are you going to do?
Count me in for that proctology exam.
Roslyn was saying, Danny-thon, yes. and some laughing emojis. And Carla was saying, yes, Marcelo, we're all going to paint Danny. And Cody was saying, I like that attitude, Marcelo. Yeah, he's just like, I'm going where
Yeah.
you all are going.
The friend that just shows up
Yeah.
at the party and it's like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm up for
Starts
it.
laughing. Doesn't
Yeah.
even hear the joke. It doesn't matter. Good energy.
Dana was saying, wow, is OPL going to be responsible for the second coming? Abracadabra dice, sí, y unos corazones. Liad was saying, public park in Houston while streamed.
Ooh.
Well, we would have to travel. And also, we would have to be streaming.
Yes.
So, I like the online aspect.
It's simpler. I mean, the
More
logistics
achievable,
are
yeah.
way simpler. We got to see if they would let us.
Could you imagine that we gather 250 people and then one don't go and we lose the Guinness record because of that one person who did not do it? I mean, if you're in, you have to be in. You have to be Marcelo.
And it was Marcelo.
It was Marcelo, yeah. Like, I'm sorry, I say yes to everything I forgot. Carla Anglada was sending a laughing emoji, and Carla was saying, this will be a worldwide event. 100%. Julia dice, me uno.
Oh, we can. So I'm genuinely now gonna look into this.
Me too.
Yeah, this is doable.
But I love that. Do you want to know how many answers do we have in the poll? 19.
Okay, no, yeah. There's gonna be, honestly, everyone's gonna be like, hell yeah! The day of the record.
It's like, oh,
12
no.
people.
Yeah.
12 people.
I have a hangover.
12 people.
Sorry.
And like 8 horrible Danny drawings.
I know that Rosalind would be there.
That's one of the horrible ones.
That's
no,
Cody
of
there.
course not.
Liat, Carla. No, I think we have a lot of people.
We have 13.
Marcelo. We have to not cross with the samba.
Samba
Loca.
night.
Samba night. Hora loca. Cody Winnicky was saying we're probably ought to make a registration form so you know how many people to expect ahead of time. That way, if it's only 2:49, we can abort. Ha ha ha. Oh, for sure. I can get into the logistics. We could create an email where you answer to it.
The first time we're gonna have a mailing list.
Yes. Yes.
In OPL's existence.
Yes. Roslyn was saying, ja, 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 ja. Esta es una pregunta por fuera de la maratón, pero Alonso Rodríguez dice, hola, ay, ¿qué está pasando? ¿Por qué se salta todo esto?
Sí, Alonso.
Espérame. No, es que el texto como que se va y vuelve, no sé qué está pasando. Alonso dice, hola, una duda de tonos azules.
Una duda de tonos azules.
Y una carita así como...
¿Sí?
Dice, ¿consideran que los azules más cercanos a los morados son más cálidos y azules más cercanos a verde más fríos?
No, no hay norma, La respuesta fácil, no hay norma. No importa, eso no importa. A ver, ¿el ejemplo era cuál? ¿Azules cercanos a los violetas o
a los morados son más cálidos.
No, porque el azul ultramarino, que es un azul violeta, es frío.
¿Y azules más cercanos a verdes más fríos?
No, porque yo diría que el cerúleo, un azul verde, como el cerúleo, es cálido.
Y de nuevo,
todo es relativo, todo es, hay azules verdes fríos, hay azules verdes cálidos, hay azules violetas
también,
cálidos, hay azules violetas fríos.
¿en qué paleta lo está poniendo?
No, sí, exacto. Digamos que recordemos, ¿cómo se llama la persona?
Se llama Alonso Rodríguez.
Don Alonso, recordemos que la temperatura no está considerada como un atributo del color. No está. O sea, la temperatura es tan relativa, es decir, necesita de otros colores con otras propiedades al lado de ellos para hacer un juicio, para que uno como observador pueda hacer un juicio sobre qué es más frío o más cálido que. O sea, siempre un color no es frío o cálido, un color es más cálido y más frío que. Entonces siempre es relativo. Pero por esa relatividad que uno podría en algún nivel decir lo mismo de los otros atributos del color, eh, eh, que son valor, matiz y croma. Valor, matiz, croma. Valor se refiere, valores como los valores tonales. Entonces, si quiere tono, matiz y croma. Croma es la saturación de cada uno de esos colores. Esos son los tres atributos del color. Pero temperatura, yo hablo de temperatura cuando me refiero al color, porque referirse al color en pintura sugiere un acto, digamos, casi que de coreografía entre colores. Entonces, al final, todo se vuelve relativo, todo. Pero, pero sí, no hay normas. En ese sentido, no hay normas. No podemos decir que un color, por tener un matiz específico, es decir, un azul, por ser un azul violeta, eso le da una temperatura inmediata, eso le otorga una temperatura inmediatamente. No, no es cierto. Hay azules verdes fríos, azules verdes cálidos. Hay azules violetas fríos y azules violetas cálidos.
Mhm.
Listo, pues.
Cody Winnicky was saying, I count as 25 because I will make it a mandatory assignment at Sparrow Art Center.
Oh, love it. People are
I
going to
love
hate
that.
it, but
Yeah.
we love it.
It's like, I know you paid for this class,
Yeah. I know you
but if
paid
you
for the
don't
record.
do the Danny-thon, you're out.
Yeah.
It's the rule. I mean, it has to be. It would be very cool if we could set that up. I don't know why I feel that that would be. It's like a game. Imagine we could like have so many people painting at the same time. It would be funny and cool.
It would be fun. It would be fun. We
Yeah.
can make it fun too. I mean, because it's a record, it doesn't mean that we can't speak or
Yeah.
anything. Because
Oh, but if I'm live, I don't know if I could speak. If I'm posing, I could be.
I mean, you don't have to pose.
I could pose with my hand like this, so I can grab a mic.
Oh, that's
or
the
I
most.
could-
That's the. I mean, if you're gonna pose,
Or I
that's the
could-
most horrible pose.
I could learn to speak like this.
Oh no, you're not.
So
No,
I think I'm not that bad. Look at me.
no, that's. I'm
I
not
think
gonna look
that
at you.
could be. Yeah, everyone would be like, what? Who's
Leaving.
this person with that like super weird
Yeah,
mouth?
100 people left the chat.
Marcelo Peralta is
Marcelo.
saying Jesus can probably make some cool miracles, like like turning dirt into an earthy palette. Carla Anglada was saying
I mean, that's not a
Danny-thon.
stretch.
Danny-thon. Liad was saying, okay, have a good night, everyone. I have to go. Spider-Verse tickets are already bought. Oh,
Dude.
enjoy it.
Oh, enjoy!
Very
You're gonna
good.
enjoy it. It's fucking
Yeah.
amazing. It is incredible. A feat of animation, I feel it is.
Alonso Rodríguez dice que amables por su respuesta y un emoji de corazón hechos con la mano. Dice,
No.
tengo 30, todavía no soy don. Estoy pintando unas flores monocromáticas en puros tonos azules. En las luces sí le estoy dando más croma, pero dudaba en la temperatura. Me encanta que dice, tengo 30, no soy don.
No, pues
Como
si
en
no,
la
¿cuándo es
propaganda
don?
de señora.
Sí, momento.
¿Cómo no?
No me trate tan adulto,
Señorita.
momento.
Y me encanta que hace muchísimo, o sea, en los años de mi abuela, era doña muy joven.
No, a los 30 ya
A
la
los
gente era
30
abuelo.
ya era abuelo, sí.
Sí.
Y uno ahora es un momento. Solo tengo 67 años.
Alonso,
¿Cuál
después
don
de
ni
ese
qué nada?
comentario, me disculpa, pero me
Don
perdona, de ahora en
Alonso.
adelante usted va a ser en OPL
Don Alonso.
Don Alonso.
Bueno, y Alonso decía,
¿Quién?
Don Alonso,
Sí.
Don Alonso Rodríguez dice, pero con la respuesta ya me queda claro que es relativo.
Con todo el gusto, don Alonso, cuando
Cuando
si
el
tiene
señor
cualquier otra
desee,
duda,
sí.
cuando el señor tenga cualquier otra duda,
aquí se le responde.
aquí se le recibe porque
Y
aquí
como se dice
respetamos
acá,
a los
primero a
adultos.
los mayores.
Primero los
Primero
adultos.
los mayores.
Mm.
Mortimer Duncan was
Arrímese
saying,
y se sienta.
Sí.
Don Alonso me hace el favor,
les
no se
cedo
me
la
cansa.
silla, sí.
No,
Chili,
se me
cédele la
cansa.
silla.
Don Alonso está en el mismo bus que yo. Don Alonso, coja mi puesto.
Silla azul.
Coja mi puesto.
A ver, Chilanga. Oye, está haciendo calor.
Sí, hoy salió el sol.
Jue
Uy, desde
madre.
por la mañana salió el sol.
Uy, no.
Es
No,
que
dice que desde por la mañana
Desde
llovió
las
un montón.
9 no, desde las 10 salió el sol.
A las 10 que yo salí
Esa es la
acababa de
mañana.
escampar. Me
Acaba de
acababa de
escapar el
escapar
sol.
corriendo. cuando salí. Me toca quitarme mi saco. Un momento. No, mi sweatshirt.
Ah, sí, que de pronto eso es lo que a mí me conflictúa, que en español es saco.
Es que todo es
En
saco.
español hay camiseta y saco.
Sí, y
No,
camibuzo. Mi
no, no
mamá decía
empieces. No,
camibuzo.
no, tu mamá, la única.
Camibuzo
Es del buzo de Camila.
de mi prima. Cami el buzo,
Mm.
que así no sales. So Mortimer
Ajá,
Duncan
¿ya?
was saying, I'm new to the art world. I do AI art, and this gives me ideas for my new art piece.
You do your own thing. I'm not going to judge anyone here. You do your thing.
Don Alonso Rodríguez manda caritas riéndose. Qué bueno ver a un adulto reír aún.
Sí, que no se le vayan a caer los dientes. Si me hace el favor,
Que
aprietes
se me
esa
le
caja.
caiga, sí.
Corega, don
Sonrío,
Alonso.
sí, don Alonso,
Sí,
sí. Cuidado esa cajita.
sí, sí, no hagamos el ridículo, por favor.
¿Sabes qué? Me acordé que me encanta el video de la
De la
viejita
viejita
que
en
va
el
a
cumpleaños. Sí, pero
la
ella,
torta.
ella lo manejó muy bien.
La amo, es la
Ella
mejor.
y don Alonso,
Y
yo
don
creo que lo
Alonso,
manejan muy bien.
sí.
Porque ser como...
No, pero yo
Es
creo que
estar
don
bien con la
Alonso,
edad, es
no,
estar
don
bien.
Alonso, yo creo que dice, se le cae, la recoge y se la
Sí.
pone y dice, no se rían de mí, que yo no
Berraco,
soy un
es
señor.
lástima, ese ya se volvió un viejo cacreco bravo.
Cacreco, mi
Era
amor.
buena gente, don Alonso, pero ya está ya está de un rabietas.
Ay, ese don Alonso.
No, qué mamera.
Mm,
Toca buscarle un hogar.
dice, Cody was saying, you could probably do a series of photos that are time released, so they are available for one day, and then make a Dropbox that all the paintings get submitted to the same day, so there's a timestamp. Just brainstorming. I love that. Cody's
Yeah.
like, so I googled,
So we
and
need
the
to make it
best way-
easier though,
Yeah.
than a Dropbox that you have to upload.
because I think that
Just
when-
a photo with your cell phone, send it to an email. I think that's the easiest way.
yeah.
Because if you ask somebody, oh, it's a Dropbox, they have to download the Dropbox
No, but I think
app or
they're
have
thinking about the timestamp. So it's like most painted subject matter
it. Subject matter? No, I
No,
don't. I doubt
person?
it.
at the same time, like that was painted at the same time.
Yeah,
So maybe that's where we can get it.
yeah.
But I don't know. We have to just do some research.
Yeah. And by the way, if somebody else like 2 months afterwards beats us and takes our record away,
They're lame.
fuck them. Like,
Yeah,
who
they're lame.
cares? Who
They're
cares?
not part of our community.
No, fuck them. Fuck them. Doesn't matter. You were the first, Danny.
Thank you. Well, I wasn't.
The
It
first
was
Danny-thon.
the lady,
The cabaret singer, dancer,
the
performer.
soldier, Susie
Soldier?
Solidor. I thought it was soldier.
No, she's not a
Solidor.
soldier.
I know that. And I love how they describe it in BBC. Solidor was a 1930s Kardashian.
Oh my god. Now I don't know if I
with
like this.
painterly portraits in place of selfies.
Well, you know what? That record deserves somebody better. You're better than the Kardashian. Danny, the Nation.
The Nation?
Yeah.
The National
I think
Record is
the
the one that
national-
we're gonna...
The world record.
The National, because I don't know if we could do the... No, we could. That would be very cool. We could try and do it.
Danny, we're so doing this.
We are.
I'm 100% serious.
Yeah.
Do you remember
I'm
when
practicing my pose already.
I was looking into that when I was like, oh, we did
With
the 24 hours. And I was like, I think I could do another 24. Because when we reached 24, I was like, my body was on a high.
And I was vomiting.
Oh no,
blood.
you were the worst. Worst companion ever. I mean, the time that I've always had faith in you. I've always felt like you have my back. Always. Always, no. I've always thought Danny's there for me.
I'm always there.
That
for you.
day, oh my god, I got the worst
Just
version
a
of Danny.
little bit sleepy.
We started out and you were sleepy like half an hour into the live stream.
Yeah,
You were
my bad,
sleepy.
my bad.
It was horrendous. So, but when we hit 24, I was like, I think I could do this. I really do.
No, I couldn't. No, and
know.
you
You
couldn't.
could go
Your
to bed.
hand was like this.
No, my
big.
hand my hand was super painful, but I think because I was rushing. There's no need to rush. It's just you just have to paint constantly.
Oh
So
yeah, but
that
now
I
we
could
don't
do.
have to do the 24 hours.
Right. But I was actually very seriously thinking about doing, I think I could do this record.
Because
And then
posing
I
for
realized what the
24
record
hours,
was.
that would be.
And
Oh
the
yeah.
record was like 3.5 days straight.
Yeah.
And that's not human, I feel.
Yeah.
That
Yeah, that
dude
was.
was like on cocaine all the time.
Well, I don't know
So
that, but.
I'm pretty sure. So,
Mm,
yeah, we're not doing that record. That day I realized, okay, the only record that I thought I could break in my life, I can't do it.
until today.
But today, Danny-thon, I think I think we could do it. I
I
think
think
it's a
that
thing.
too.
I think it could be a thing.
I'm gonna practice my posing
I mean, again, it could be a
abilities.
photo, but if whatever you want.
Mm, Julia dice, es que me perdí todo. ¿Cómo empezó la idea del récord? Estábamos viendo, Julia,
No me acuerdo a
un
Jesús.
artículo. No. Ah, bueno, es que
Nos estábamos
Rosalind
preguntando.
preguntó que cuál sería la persona más pintada del mundo. Y nosotros, ay, sí, claro, pero claro, nos dijeron, tienen toda la razón, debe ser Jesús. Entonces después yo googleé la persona más pintada del mundo y salió The Most Painted Woman in the World y es una señora que se llamaba Susie Solidor. Y leímos que la pintaron alrededor de 225 artistas. Entonces dijimos, un momento,
Esto es muy,
si
muy
podemos reunir
factible.
más de 225 artistas, de pronto podemos partir el récord, iba a decir, romper el récord. Entonces, así empezó Julia, ese es un pequeño recap. Mortimer Duncan was saying, for my next project, I can try using loose art style for my prompts, and I can get a similar result. I tried traditional art, but I just don't have the patience. With AI art, I can do art and still have time to watch anime and hang out with friends, etc.
Dude, if this is you for real, like, God bless you. Go do your thing. Go, like, you. Honestly, those things are not gonna like get any weird comments out of me. I think that if you're happy doing that, go nuts, dude. Do your own thing. That's totally fine. God bless you. God bless. Jesus blesses you. Jesus, the most photographed, the most photographed human being.
Pensé que ibas a terminar
No, I left it at that. I just wanted to do the photograph bit.
Daniel Martins dice, qué lindo.
Qué lindo el pre-record.
Qué lindo, qué lindo, qué lindo. Cody Winnicke was saying, I think the cell phone photo to an email would have a timestamp too, and Nicolas is probably right. It would be more simple.
Yeah, simpler the better. More accessible the better, I feel.
Yeah, because if you have to rely on 250 people uploading something to the drive and then
and the other day that we were sharing, Danny, on Dropbox, I never thought,
collapsed.
I thought Dropbox had servers that were enormous.
It collapsed.
And I mean, there was probably like hundreds. I can't say, because I don't even know what the number was, but it was probably like hundreds of people downloading it. But I can't believe that hundreds of people couldn't download an image at the same time.
Yeah, and
That's
it was
insane.
like you can't download this, or it was, I don't remember the message, but it was something like,
no, it broke.
Yeah.
Check back later is like, what?
Or like it was download many times or something like that. And we were like,
too many times on the span of like on a small amount of time.
Yeah.
So they were like, okay, this is weird.
Referring to the Kardashians, it's like when the young Kardashian was selling lip glosses and she broke the internet.
Okay, I have no idea.
I remember reading that.
I don't know anything
I
about
remember reading that, so full circle.
Okay, yeah.
Julia dice, jaja, gracias por el resumen, yo pongo a toda mi familia a pintar.
También funciona 100%.
Chompy G.
Un día, yeah, it could
pintando.
be, puede ser
Mi mamá
niños, sí,
pintando.
Chili, se le amarra un carboncillo a la cola.
Sí, Chili poposeando. Me encanta. Lo máximo.
Se puede.
Tu
100% se puede.
familia pintando.
Sí, mi mamá, 100%.
Todo el mundo.
Pocha, Fer,
Todo el
Samu.
mundo.
Samu
Sí,
hace uno en 15 minutos.
sí. Pero entonces no podemos decir pintura. Bueno, sí, todos tienen que hacerlo con pintura entonces.
No, no, no. No, it could be the most. We could find the rules. So it doesn't quite have to be painted. It could be the most depicted. What would the word be? Depicted. Depicted is not a bad word. So people could do digital.
The
People could
most
do a drawing.
depicted woman, female, alive,
Yeah.
depicted at the same time.
In an online session.
Yeah,
Yeah.
from Colombia.
No, that's too specific. That would be.
That
We can
owns a
be.
Chihuahua. The most depicted Chihuahua. Ay, chilangas. Mm, so let's see the answers. For now, we have 47% hell yeah, 3% hell to the yeah, and 50% hell to the yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I think
So I think that's a maybe.
um
I think we're good.
Gustavo Segovia
Sí.
dice, hola Nico y Dani, avisen
Gustavo.
si se hace lo de romper el récord, yo me sumo en tal caso, 100%. So we have to set up like an email. So like if you want to join the...
Well, we have to.
First we have to do some research.
Yes.
Then we would do the email.
Yeah. You know they charge for that, but that's fine.
For
We'll
what?
cover the costs
For what?
for those things. Yeah, it's almost like you have to. It's almost. I mean, let's not take the merit away from the record.
Do you have to pay?
Yeah, you have to pay. It's almost like you could pay for a record. Yeah, we have to be honest also.
Sergi Arts dice, me sumo también.
Sergi, si no está Sergi, no hay récord.
Sí, por Dios, Sergi. Por Dios no, que Dios es el que
No,
está
no emberraques
compitiendo.
a Jesús que aparece.
No, de pronto ya está practicando. Julia dice, ay, estoy emocionada porque estoy haciendo una pared galería en mi estudio y
Sí.
quiero imprimir, con su permiso, alguno de los high res de los videos editados.
Todos,
Estoy escogiendo cuál. Julia.
Todos
Pues
están.
todos, no, ahora la pobre Julia.
No, pues
Ay,
no imprima
solo
todos.
quería uno
No imprima todos.
y ahora me tocó.
Pero Julia, están ahí es para que
Para
se
que
pueda,
los use como
cualquiera
quiera,
pueda
Julia.
imprimirlos.
Si quiere imprimir una camisa con uno, mientras los enmarca en la pared, 100%.
Y se
Si
la
quiere,
pone para el récord de Dani.
100%. Si quiere imprimir un cuaderno donde va a hacer el retrato del Guinness Record, también, 100%. Si quiere lo que quiera, Julia. Todo lo puede hacer con las imágenes, para eso están. Está chili porque están consentida. I'm excited.
Yeah? I am too.
Julia dice, sí, camiseta y varios mugs.
No,
Ja, ja,
I
ja,
love
tan
this. I
bellos.
love these like pointless, stupid little things, but they are super cool.
I love this. And I feel like it's the essence of our painted lives.
Oh, pointless, stupid things that are cool. Yes.
Yes. And cool people. Because I think we have very good, cool people. Roslyn was saying, Nicolas is right. Ha ha ha. But it's doable. Hashtag Danny-thon. Hashtag most painted Danny is happening. Yes. It is happening. Could you imagine if we try to reach the Guinness record and they're like, no,
No, I think
no, you're lame.
No. Again, they like these. They love doing stuff like dumb stuff like that. No. I think this is actually something that can be done. And
Don't
the
say
thing
can be, that is
is,
going
yeah.
to be done.
No, but I'm also wondering if there's record of things like that you know that we have to be aware of. Like records, I don't mean by
Oh, I could do the
like Guinness
research.
record, but actual, you know,
Like paint-a-thons that happened.
yeah, or I don't know. Well, I think we could do is. I think we can.
So let's narrow it down. So the most painted, no, depicted female
Yeah.
at the same time. No, eso suena raro.
Yeah, don't worry. They can word it
Yeah,
out.
so I'm just gonna say
Yeah, the judge will word it out.
the words and you just make it a sentence.
Yeah.
At the same time, online via Zoom. I think that hasn't been done.
Online session. Yeah, it would be like an
Online
online
session.
session.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think we could do this.
100%. I love that. I love that. Do you like it, Julie? Do you agree? Chilangas? Chilangas? So, yeah, I think we are 10 people now saying
It is
yes.
so exciting. It's 10 more people than I thought there were going to be. So,
No, I think we're way more. Let's see the poll. So we have 34 votes.
dude, that might as well be like 1,000 people.
Yeah. I think that translates to 1,000 people.
I
They're
think
gonna
I think
say
this
yes.
is this is the time where the most people have answered your polls.
That's true. That's true. Esmeralda León dice, yo también quiero sumarme, pero no sé a qué, llegué tarde. Díganme qué tengo que hacer, los apoyo. Tan
Esmeralda,
linda
lavar la
Esmeralda.
ropa de la vecina. Gracias por preguntar.
Y
Trapear el
plancharla.
piso.
Sí. No, Esmeralda, es que queremos romper un récord Guinness de pintar mucha gente al mismo tiempo, que haga una pintura y yo posaría para la pintura para ver si rompemos un récord Guinness.
Sí.
Contamos con Esmeralda. Ese día dígale a la vecina que no, que hoy no. Que hoy hay otras prioridades.
Usted lava sus medias, no me joda.
¿Sabe qué? Me cansé.
Ya vuelvo en media hora.
Ay, no.
¿Qué pasó?
Gade Gaby dice, bueno, lo que me imaginaba. Los chinos tienen un récord
No
de
más, no, ya con esa.
1,632 personas pintando figurines.
Pero qué es eso, Gaby? Necesito información más específica.
Sí, Gaby, por
¿Qué
Dios.
quiere decir pintando figurines?
Si nos va a dañar el sueño,
Sí.
no lo daña con
Primero,
facts.
me respeta a Dani, no le dice figurín.
Sí. Musa de nadie.
1,600.
¿Serán 1,632 personas pintando al tiempo?
¿Será que yo no puedo convocar 1,700 personas? Es que es difícil. Mi poder de convocatoria no es tan amplio, la verdad.
Pero uno puede pedir ayuda.
Ayuda.
Pedir como...
Sponsors.
Sí. Por favor, Caracol, pase esta...
No, qué losers.
Hola, mi nombre es Daniela, de Our
No,
Painted
pero ¿qué
Lives.
es esto?
Quisiera
Pareces como
contar
con herpes.
contigo. ¿Qué?
Pareces pidiendo ayuda porque tienes herpes o algo.
Roslyn was saying the painting looks so good.
It's moody. I'm not going to be able, I mean, it's very obvious that I'm not going to be able to finish it today, but we can keep going tomorrow. I don't know what it's going to look like tomorrow, though. It's going to be tough to paint on top of the painting if it's half dry. It's always kind of tricky.
So, let's see. Porque Gade Gaby dice, no sé, está en la página de Guinness, jajajaja.
¿Pero de qué será? Bueno, nos tenemos que... Eso va a ser parte
del research.
Del research.
Yo me pongo en esas 100%.
Mañana les vamos a tener más respuestas.
Esta noche estoy segura que vamos en YouTube a buscar.
Sí, porque Gaby
romper...
solo fue a aguafiestas ahora.
Sí,
muy aguafiestas, Gaby.
Primero que todo, solo hay opción de Hell Yeah Y yo
Sí.
quería decir no. Y segundo que todo,
¿Esa quién es, Gaby? ¿Estás haciendo la voz de Gaby?
sí,
Ah,
segundo
ya,
que
ya.
todo ya lo rompieron.
Bueno, la chilanga
Chao.
está por allá, como haciendo, sí. ¿No? Estaba por allá metida. ¿Y ni taquito? Daniel Ira, podemos, podemos dejar por hoy así. Ah, sí, me la puedes. Gracias, Linda. So I think we're gonna leave it for today. We're gonna leave it here because I think it's a nice place to leave the painting at. It's just that I know that I'm not gonna be able to finish it, or I would be like if I kept painting, I would probably paint for like 3-4 more hours. Um,
Until you break a record,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
a Guinness
Um,
record. I'm
no, but
sorry.
I wanna get back to it with everyone because it is fairly simple in the sense that it's because it's so kind of narrow because the painting is so narrow. Um, it's a painting that we don't have to deal with a ton of variables that we would deal with a more open palette. So we can actually keep painting tomorrow and sort of follow what we have here. Why do I say sort of follow? Because right now the paint is fresh, so I can actually pick up some of the paint that I've put, even though this is a very thin, kind of scumbled layer. I can pick up some of that paint and work with it and move it around, and that's what I've been doing, throughout the whole image. Uh, but tomorrow, some of these areas are going to be either somewhat dry or fairly tacky, and they are not going to be areas that you can go into in the sense that paint is not going to be active and you can't just like move it around. So it is going to start to feel like painting on top of painting. Right now, that's not what we're doing. Right now, what we're doing is painting on top of our underpainting. So it's very different. If this is our underpainting, right now we're painting right here, like in a second layer, right up there, right over that underlayer. But tomorrow, if things have, even superficially dry, it's going to feel like we're painting here
Hmm.
with the risk of disturbing this layer and like scratching it and maybe, making like a mess. So it's a very tricky thing to paint on a painting that is not quite fresh, but it's not quite dry because colors will oxidize, so they will look different even with a day's worth of drying. They are going to start to look different. So yeah, it is kind of strange, but we'll manage. Like painting, I think that a huge part of painting is also about adapting and about kind of feeling your way through a painting. And the only way you're going to start to recognize when you can paint and when you have to let a painting sit and rest and when you can just get back to it is by doing this, is by, you know, getting back into a painting when it's too early, or, thinking that you could move a layer and it's too late. All those things are experience, and you don't gather experience by just watching somebody else do it. You gather experience by doing it yourself. So yeah, so tomorrow we're going to do that. I like the airiness of it. I really like sort of like this heavy atmosphere that is enveloping Fer. I really like this hand, the way it just kind of
Mm.
um, cousin it. It's not cousin it. It's thing, right? Adam's family. It's thing.
Yeah,
Is it
but
the uncle? Uncle thing, or it's
see
just thing?
thing.
Cousin it was the long-haired cousin,
But I
right?
think it was uncle,
Uncle
uncle,
Uncle
not
thing,
ankle, but
Uncle it,
uncle,
cousin thing.
uncle
Well,
it.
the hand from the Adams family.
No,
It
pero
does
si es
feel,
it, es
yeah.
cosa.
Es cosa.
En en español es cosa.
Well, but I think the two of them were part of Adam's family. It and thing. Which one is it?
Cosa. El tío cosa, no, el tío cosa
Yeah, Uncle
y la
Thing.
mano es thing.
I don't know.
Yeah, we saw the series.
I
We
know
have
we
like a
did,
fresh
and
memory.
I mean, I
No,
grew
it's
up
Thing. I know
not
it's
that it
Thing.
wasn't my time, but I grew up watching reruns of this.
Oh, I
So
watched it too.
TBS, it was for me, I think. Anyways, so I love that this hand is sort of disjointed because Fed, you know, that part of her sleeve. This is her uniform, so it has like a white stripe here, and this goes over into her sleeve. That's broken, and then there's this tiny little part that suggests that the arm sort of you know follows in this direction, but all of the part where this is joint is outside the picture plane, so it's almost like it doesn't quite count. So I love that this is just hovering over this space that doesn't quite exist. um, and yeah, so I really like this. This has to be super subtle because as soon as I start overworking the painting, it is a mess. It's terrible to see areas that are too little against areas that are like too much. Then the discrepancy between them is too big, and they can't really live alongside each other. So it has to be just the right balance so that the degree of development can live alongside a degree of looseness, if you will. I think that's our aim for this painting, just trying to get to that tiny, tiny little place. Uh, but it's getting there. I think I can work some of the hand a little bit better. Tomorrow I could probably model some of these areas a little bit better, but it does feel like a soft, kind of airy. I really like the pouty lips, the sort of uh, disengaged look. I actually made this eye kind of feel wandering, like a wandering eye. I pushed the light, and I didn't push the value in that eye, in the sclera of the eye. I actually made it cooler than what it was before. You can check the video. There are certain areas that are obviously cooler, like around the corners of the mouth and going down the lower lip and then the chin. But that actually helps my portrait turn. Um, so that those are very important. But that coolness there actually makes the eyes sort of pop more. And then I really like that there's like a lost quality, like lost in thought, that I think it's kind of exaggerated by that bit of a wandering eye that's there. So that's 100% on purpose. Um, and those, by the way, if you want to exactly know who I'm referencing by doing those sort of things, it's 100% Jericho. I mean, we're keeping the French
Mm-hmm.
theme for today. The um, the psychiatric patients, the mental patients, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
those the portraits he does in that psychiatric institution are some of the best portraits
Yeah,
ever, I feel.
the gaze,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah. It's tremendous.
like the
It is
sentiment.
tremendous,
Yeah.
tremendous.
Hmm.
So if you look closely, there's these sort of things happening in those portraits. I can think one in particular that is just, I love it. I was gonna say it's insane, but that's not a good word for that.
Nicolas.
Um, and somebody who did it afterwards, who I loved as a young painter. I have a better perspective on what he does nowadays, and it's a little bit different from the one I had when I was younger. But I still remember, as a young painter, looking at his work and being completely bowled over. And if I have to be honest, he gave me the energy to paint for many, many years when I was young. Odd Nerdrum, and Odd Nerdrum does that thing with just pushing slightly that little bit of the eye, the little bit of lightness in the eye, just so that it pops maybe just a, a tiny bit more than it should, but it's just done for, like, I don't know, psychological reasons, I guess, or sort of a human reasons. I don't know. I don't know how to categorize it, but he did it amazingly. So, that's where we're at.
Yes.
So we're gonna keep doing this one tomorrow. I think we're for sure gonna finish it tomorrow. I think. And let me do this one thing first, because this is bothering me. Some of these strokes in this darker part, I don't want them to be harsh. What can I use?
So let me
Let's see.
read something.
Yes, while you do that, I'm just going to soften this quite a lot.
Carla Anglada dice, was saying I love the feel from this painting. Gade Gabi dice, esto dice, the most people painting figurines is 1,632 and
That's a
was
lot,
achieved
though.
by Country Garden Park 1, China,
Okay.
in Tangshan, Hebei, China,
Okay. Is
on
that where they
June
train like all
17,
the artists?
2018. But it's painting figurines.
Yeah,
We could-
what is figurines?
Maybe they were painting little figurines.
Is it artisanal? Is it like they were painting
Maybe
like
they
an
were painting
object?
the same figurine.
Okay, but that's not a figurine. Is not a person.
I'm not a
It's
figurine.
not a live person.
I'm not a
Person. Worst song in the world. Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Julia dice, me encanta la paleta de hoy.
A
Y
mí
dice,
también.
a uno le dan plata si rompe un récord.
Nada. Una
Julia,
plaquita.
yo
Un papel, creo.
siempre pensé cuando chiquita,
Julia,
yo
cuesta
tenía todos
plata.
los libros, sí, y yo decía, uy, yo la voy a lograr en la vida estando en un récord Guinness.
¿Esto era un sueño tuyo?
Sí, pregúntale a mis papás.
Gonorrea vida. ¿Cuándo
Pregúntale.
le puede uno hacer un sueño realidad a alguien? Tú no has cumplido el mío y no creo que lo cumplas, pero yo te voy a poder cumplir.
Es tu sueño.
No sé, no, yo no, ¿sabes que yo no tengo como sueños así, como de ese estilo? No.
No, pero yo de chiquita decía,
Invita.
yo voy a romper un récord Guinness. Pregunta en mi casa cuántos récord Guinness hay y yo me sabía los récord Guinness ahí.
No, mi amor, yo soñaba con tener como unas estatuas que ahora tengo. La
Y ya
verdad,
las
los
tienes.
sentía inalcanzable, los tengo, ya lo cumplí, pero que eso sea un sueño tuyo de chiquita, gonorrea.
Ay, no, y yo diciendo que mi brazo era musculoso.
No,
decía
mi
así.
amor, ahí no hay nada. Mal parida vida
Mi
que lo
amor,
hacemos.
Nos van a bloquear
Mi
el
amor, es
video
la
y la gente ya
emoción.
no va a saber.
La emoción, estoy
No.
hablando con una pre-record. Pre-Guinness.
No, Julia dice, el sueño de Nico es ser momificado.
Ah,
No,
bueno, también.
Julia. No, el último sueño.
¿Contemplarías cambiarte el nombre por Inés? ¿Inés la del Guinness? ¿Inés la del Guinness?
No, mi amor.
No, bueno. Ya sé, ¿sabes qué? Ese era mi sueño.
No, y entonces, cuando en unos años voy a ser la vieja Inés. La vieja
La-
Inés.
La vieja Inés, la que alguna vez tuvo un Guinness.
Mm. A ver.
So we're good?
Yeah.
Daniel Libra?
Oh, we're good,
Yes.
we're good. We are 100% good.
Okay, so we'll
Esmeralda
see.
dice, me sumo, yo lo hago, sí, yo les llevo a la Bessie para que la pinten.
Bueno,
No,
la
para
Bessie.
que la Bessie pinte. Porque,
Sí.
porque
No,
sí.
yo no quiero pintar la Bessie, abusiva. Vieja abusiva que deja la
No digas
losa.
eso porque ya la Bessie nos iba a pintar.
Ah,
nos
no,
iba a-
mentira, Bessie.
I love you, Bessie.
Te amamos.
Acá se plancha lo
Ujú.
que traigan.
¿Se le reciba? Sí, se le recibe.
le
Se le
reciba.
reciba. Se le recibe la ropita al Bessie.
Bueno,
Bueno, pues,
muchas gracias a todos. Thank you, everyone.
thank you.
And the Guinness World Record. Chili
Yeah,
is
Chili's
excited.
getting excited.
It's and the dog that's barking
Mama Guinness,
outside
she's gonna call you.
is Mama Guinness.
Ah, nice.
Yeah. So it's on.
It's
gonna
on,
do it.
like Donkey Kong.
Yeah. So thank
do
you,
it.
everyone.
Let's fucking
And
do it. Let's go.
we'll see you. And remember, we have a webpage.
Yes.
Really?
She's excited. She's fucking excited.
Ourpaintedlives.com.
Best day of her life.
If you want to visit it. And
Yes.
we'll see you tomorrow.